Gary did this the week before. So there's a TV show called Man Cave. Obviously, they want us promoting it. That's why they're saying to Gary and Artie, look, come on the show. We'll take any room in your house, fix it up any way you want us to. You got to turn the house over to us with our cameras for like 4 days.
But it is do-it-yourself television, so they have to take part somehow in helping to build the man
But
cave.
Gary said that's a joke. Like for 2 seconds on camera, they have him banging in a nail, and then he just sits around.
Then they just take over and do the whole thing?
Right. So what was your story anyway?
First of all, I feel the pain of those people who were mad at me and Gary after seeing what they did. It's obnoxiously great.
Really?
First of all, it's hosted by former football player Tony Saragusa. He won a ring with the Ravens when they beat the Giants. Actually, the first year you guys were in Vegas. And he's sort of from my hometown. He grew up a mile away from me. He's my age. And he's a real funny guy. He'd actually be a good guest. It was easier because I relate to him, and we had fun hanging out together. And he's got a co-host who does everything. The funny thing is Siragusa is real funny, and the co-host, this guy Jason, is really good at hosting, but he also has to physically do the work. Like, in other words...
You mean he's the guy who actually hammers in the nails?
There's other carpenters.
Where does this thing air? I mean, where are we going to see it?
It's on the Do-It-Yourself Network.
The Do-It-Yourself Network?
I didn't even...
DIY.
As a matter of fact, I kept calling it the DUI Network by mistake.
What do you figure the value of this room is that you had put in? Like, you put in a
so here's
pool
what
table.
the end result was. Yeah. Again, they take over your house for a few days, but I had it better than Gary because this was in my brand new shore house. Nothing else is in. No carpet.
So they couldn't screw anything up.
Exactly. They could just go right through. I put it on the top floor, and I have an elevator in the house.
Look at you. Elevator.
It is cool, man.
In your house?
I have an elevator.
Look at you.
It's basically so it goes from the kitchen to up there so my mother can get, sausage and peppers.
Up to you in the cave.
Up to the man cave.
Is there a way she can send up food without actually physically having to come up? Can she just use it like a dumbwaiter? Just stick it in there?
Absolutely, yeah.
Perfect.
Why not?
This is an elevator dumbwaiter.
So with an elevator, you're planning to get really fat in this house.
He plans to get stuck up on that third level.
I got an enormous chair. It's like double the size of me, and I plan on eating until I'm stuck in it.
Do you use the steps at all?
Oh, no, I do.
You do?
Because the elevator is there, but it's kind of slow.
How big is the elevator? It's not that big.
It could fit 4 people nicely.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Or just me.
You have an elevator in your house?
No.
Look at you.
I like to walk the stairs.
That wasn't my choice, by the way. The guy
But that actually comes in handy because, let's say you bring a lot of bags to the house.
Right.
Or you have to get something big up there. You just throw it in the elevator.
Like what? What is he going to get up there?
Well, let's say you had a big box of,
food.
No, you know what I mean.
Well, no, it came in handy with these guys. These guys had big
you had a bunch of
drills
suitcases or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And plus, if Grandma Caprio were still alive, God rest her soul, she couldn't walk that much.
Plus, when you get a chick there and you take her up in an elevator, she's going to be out of her freaking mind.
Do her in the elevator. Come on, honey.
The entire thing is I'm going to be up to my ass in pussy.
Right.
So I put it all on the top floor of my place, and the top floor is cut in half by the stairway.
Right.
So there's like 2 halves to it, and then I have a huge terrace that overlooks the bay, and so half of the room, they put an enormous 60-inch flat screen TV.
Jeez.
With
60?
With a beautiful couch that goes around the whole room, white leather couch, a wet bar.
Wet bar?
Yeah.
What do they mean, wet bar?
It means it's got a sink in it.
Yeah, a sink.
Wet
you
bar.
could do everything you need right there.
You got an ice maker on that bar?
I got an ice maker, and outside I have the whole thing too. I got an outdoor refrigerator and everything.
You have a deck off of this?
Yeah, I have a deck off of this. Yeah,
Off your man cave.
Every floor has a deck. So off the man cave, I have a.
You're saying they put a refrigerator on the deck?
Yeah.
Wow.
It could go out because what they did was they really took their time when they were preparing for this, and not only did they furnish the room, they gave me the ultimate deck chair and table set.
Really?
And outside, waterproof, comfortable.
Decorated every inch of that upper level.
What do you mean ultimate? Because it's all outdoor and it's waterproof.
Yeah, and it's real sturdy. It's not.
You don't have to bring in the cushions?
No, and it's not. Well. It's what you don't have to, but you know.
You do.
You don't want them saturated.
Who's in charge of bringing in the cushions?
The Mexican I get. I don't know.
Do you have a Mexican who maintains the place?
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You got people.
Are there Mexicans on the show?
And there's enough of.
Sure
I could actually have a live-in maid. There's enough room.
So in other words, you would say to the living maid, "Hey, look, honey,
Yeah.
It's
see
your
this?
job.
You see this? This chaise lounge?
Right.
Or I want you to bring it in. If it starts to rain, you bring in the cushions.
Right.
Wow.
Look, your job is to check the weather.
El Takeano, El Cushiono.
Yeah. You don't
And
have
when
an.
it's gonna rain-o,
You don't have an elevator attendant, do you? Like a guy
I
who
should get
works.
that.
You should get a guy who just lives in the elevator
I
and
have a
takes
lot
you
of-
up and down.
I have a lot of kids who went to high school who aren't as lucky as I am.
Right.
So maybe
they'll
I
be
could
running the elevator.
All right, so cut to the chase. I
All right,
understand.
so I have two halves to it, right? So that was an added bonus. And in the middle of the outdoor chair and table set, right in the middle of this big, beautiful wooden-looking table, they cut out a huge hole and a keg of beer goes in.
Oh my God!
A tub for a keg of beer that's
Wow.
all, you could put all ice in, and it's just nonstop party.
So that's part of the bar kind of situation, the beer.
Well, it's just, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It's almost like a centerpiece in the middle of the floor.
Right, but it's beer. Right, my centerpiece is beer.
It's a good thing you're single, because no chick would put up with that.
Well, this is my own, like the house is
Right,
big enough
this
to
is
where
the man cave.
Oh, believe me, my sister and mother have put their flags in a couple of rooms. you know?
Really?
Oh, yeah, believe me.
So you built yourself like a fraternity house.
I did, sort of.
Yeah.
When you see this place, I'm telling you, Howard, it came out beautiful.
All right.
And I'm so happy. So, okay, so now the good thing about this is I sort of have two areas. This one area I just described is where you could sit and actually watch the big game. You
Right.
know, there's enough room to sit. Beautiful TV. Another thing they do is they worked with
Do you see yourself inviting guys over to watch the big game with you?
all the time.
You do? All right.
As a matter of fact, this man cave turned into a little bit of a hang for some of my buddies at the Jersey Shore. Siragusa, first of all, doesn't live far from me.
Right.
So he just took a boat to my house every day.
Right.
And every day he brings a new gavone. He goes, this guy owns a deli. This guy can get you tires. This, you know, so they all know where I live
Oh,
now.
so they all come over and hang out in the man. So you've actually hung out there, and the guys have come over to watch games.
Starting Saturday when we got done with the man cave show, it turned into a hang.
Wow.
And a poker game.
All of a sudden, you're the guy.
You know, and I don't mind it. It's so big.
like it.
You know, like all these disgusting guys I know have
But what
their
happens
own
when
bathroom.
it's dinner time? What do you guys do? Do you have some sort of food there?
Well, I have an enormous kitchen with a six-person
But who cooks up
island.
the food?
Well, we ordered sausage and pepper. There's 2 million Italian restaurants around.
Okay, so you can order it.
We ordered big trays of sausage and peppers, meatballs, chicken parm, stuffed shells, baked ziti.
Everything was there.
Oh my God!
Great bread.
Now, do you foot the bill for
Is there
all this
anything
food?
healthy?
Well, no, the man cave's paid for all.
Okay, all right. So what happens?
there's salad,
Just
Rob.
give me an idea. What do you value the decorating? In other words, this is really
Right.
your pay for being on the show.
Absolutely.
What would you say the value of that room is?
I'm going to say between 80 and 100 grand.
Wow.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
they put some serious dough into this.
And they
went
put a
nuts.
whole like theater system in
Right.
and speakers and
Well,
everything.
yeah, it's all wired up. They put like wainscoting all around the outside to make it look good.
What's Wainscot?
Wainscoting.
Wainscoting. Whatever the fuck it is.
Wainscoting. What
It's
the
like
fuck is that?
it's like basically it goes up half the wall.
Look at
It's
you.
like paneling that
Finished
goes up half the
textured
wall.
paneling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wainscoting. And
It's
Wainscoting.
that's what they had me look. First of all, I used to wear a tool belt for work, but when I was much thinner, they had to strap 2 tool belts together to get it around me. And
Did
they
you
had,
really need a tool belt?
well to make it look good.
Right.
And I just, I was in the way, basically. I just kicking around and yelling. I'm so proud of myself, though. It means I got far in life. There's tools I used to know how to use. I forgot how to use.
That's
I
good.
loved it. I
Wow,
loved
that's really cool.
So, okay, so that's the other thing they do is they work with my mother and sister. This was a surprise. They framed unbelievably professionally all these things that are sort of dear to my heart, personal things. Like they framed the poster for Carnegie Hall.
Right.
They framed the beer league. The Stern Fan Network made up this really cool beer league poster that they all commented on the movie. It's really nice. I have the article in the New York Post announcing that I got this job. I love. It's like my.
So they framed that.
They framed that.
Wow. You gave them memorabilia, and they made it so it would look good in the room.
It was also a surprise for me. So my mother and sister gave it to him, and they got everything right.
Nice.
It was like a big poster from when I sold out the Borgata. Just so you're surrounded
So it's
by
a room of your career
Exactly.
also.
And-
You've never had a room to put these things in.
Yeah. Finally, I have room.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No.
Also, my first check I ever got in stand-up
Framed.
was $30.
Right.
And the great thing about this was I was 23 years old. I didn't have. I got choked up a little bit too, but I didn't have.
You didn't cry on the show.
No, I didn't have a bank account. when I got this $30 check. So I had to sign it, endorse it over to my sister, and my sister had to sign for it. Well, she had a job at Polo as a designer. Right. And cashed the $30 check for me. And I remember I couldn't cash a $30 check at one point. And it just...
Now, they told me they also framed a map of Delaware. Why was that? Then you put that on your wall.
Delaware?
Yeah.
He used to drive to Delaware for his heroin.
Right.
That would have been good.
That came up a couple of times. The eye-rolling my mother was doing.
Yeah, the eye-rolling pictures.
So the other part, because that's the first part of it, okay?
Wow.
There's two halves. The second half is a beautiful... state-of-the-art, gorgeous, perfect-sized pool table.
Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful new...
How big is this room?
It's and this is only half of it.
Level,
What is
right?
it? You could fit in a TV, pool table, beer keg, wet bar, and...
That's all one side.
Wow.
The other side, it's a 7,500 square foot house. Actually, I bit off a little more than I could chew here. I think I'll be doing stand-up for the rest of my life.
Oh, geez.
But, no, it's a huge house. It's huge.
I mean, this is some big room.
Right, so...
And when you shoot pool, do you bonk into the walls?
You don't need that. You don't got the
you don't
fucking...
bonk into...
No, you don't need the... We used to call it the midget stick, you know?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
You don't need the midget stick.
Now it's the little people stick.
You're right.
We're more politically correct. Like,
wherever I grew up, if some guy had a pool table, because in my neighborhood you didn't have a pool table.
Yeah, you were hitting a wall.
If you had a pool table, you hit every wall.
Yeah.
I mean, it was ridiculous. They'd cram these pool tables into these little tiny rooms.
I know. And once you got the pool table in the room, nothing else could fit in the room.
That's like the classic Honeymooners episode where he goes and shoots pool at his bosses. He says to Norton, he goes, "I'm telling you, Norton, if this works out, I'll have a pool table in my apartment." And Norton goes, "You'll have to stand on the sink to make a shot." So I got a beautiful pool table and also brand new pool cues. Like,
wow.
Must have been $200 pool cues.
Beautiful sticks.
Beautiful, brand new. Like all green pool table.
And did they mount them on the wall?
Yeah, they have a wall mount with to hold all the sticks. Jeez. Another 60-inch flat screen on this side.
You mean you got two 60-inch flat screens?
Yeah, so when you're shooting pool, you can watch
television. You can
watch the game. Well, sports.
Beautiful.
So now off this room, off the pool table room, is a little thing, a little enclave that almost looks like a breakfast nook type of thing.
Okay.
In there, a 6-person professional Borgata poker table.
Wow.
The Borgata was nice enough to send up a beautiful poker table.
Does it say Borgata on it?
It says Borgata on it.
Wow.
And right above it is the poster when I sold out the Borgata. The show you saw.
Oh, they got the poster,
The show you saw in February.
Jesus.
Well, I sold out 2,800 seats. It was a big deal.
And you played poker on there with Saragusa?
Saragusa sat down, and Gary...
Were you in heaven when you were playing the poker?
Howard, this is a heavenly room. It's like, they all professional chips. All professional Borgata chips.
Like you could have like a professional dealer come and work this.
Here's what happened.
See?
Listen to this.
This guy's wheels are turning. Go ahead.
Gary has children, so they couldn't. They got a lame jet guy.
Right.
For most guys, they get two gorgeous broads. So my surprise was two 20-year-old, one blonde and one brunette, cocktail waitresses at the Borgata that were only 10s, maybe 10 and a half.
Right.
Another really cute, solid 8 professional poker dealer.
Oh, that's how you played.
Right. So she dealt Texas Hold'em to me, Saragusa, my buddy Deej, my buddy Jimmy Palumbo. Everybody had battles at the end. Yeah.
Oh, these guys must have been beaten off.
So, Howard, it's a room.
And they were all, probably all your buddies were like, Artie, motherfucker, I hate you.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Right. Even I hate you.
And these chicks now, they also brought up a bunch of booze to put in my wet bar. So
look at you.
They outfitted the wet bar with booze?
Bunch of Jack Daniels with a brand new keg of beer. So the chicks, while we're playing...
What did you drink? Did you drink beer? Or
Jack.
Jack. You didn't try the keg? Jack
on the rocks.
You didn't want the keg? Just because it was in your house and it's cool.
Yeah, I'm a Jack guy. But
how do you fill up the keg now? Do you have to buy a keg?
No, you buy kegs filled. You buy these little kegs.
You dunk it in?
You need the... Oh, now I see why you need the
You
elevator.
hook it right in. Yeah.
And then you pull that spout thing?
Yeah.
You can't lug a keg up those stairs.
So Saragusa had a beer, Palumbo had a beer, the kid Jason, the co-host, had a beer, and I had my Jack, and the broads kept bringing it to us. Like,
man.
So the dealer, who's another cute chick, deals us Texas Hold'em. We had...
You know what you should have done for goofs? On those big screen TVs?
Yeah.
You roll in videotape of that hut JD lives in.
Oh, his closet.
That closet-looking place of his?
JD's going to want to throw himself off the balcony.
You're going to bring JD over?
Are you going to let him
course.
see that place?
Everybody's invited. Everybody's invited. So
Even JD?
Yeah, sure.
Not Benji, though.
And yeah, Benji too.
Benji too?
We'll have to get the weight limit on the elevator. Me and Benji can't be on the elevator.
There's some big boys.
So
working here.
here's the creme de la creme, though.
Right.
This room also had a bunch of Yankee stuff and everything else. The broads are there. It turns into a poker game, and they point to a shelf on the other side of the room,
Right.
with a little indentation, like something could come out of it. And Saragusa says to me, "Push this button." I push the button. Out comes a 30-inch monitor, another flat screen, that is a sports ticker. Up to the second scores on every sporting event
This is going to be
in the
death to you.
country.
So who the hell is watching this TV show that they can spend $100,000? In other words, who can get a room like this?
I think
is it like a fantasy?
I think because of the conversation we're having now on the air, they gave me a lot more, maybe.
Right.
But I didn't guarantee them anything. They just figured it would happen. But what
so
they
you mean so all it does is spew out sports scores?
yeah, it's a sports
That's going
ticker.
to be terrible for you.
Oh, stop it, Robin! Don't rain on my parade.
By the way, JD hasn't had hot water in his apartment for a week.
Oh,
JD could sit in the
Artie's
sleep.
bringing up kegs in the elevator.
Right.
JD could sleep in this house. I wouldn't even know he's there.
That's
So-
a fact, by the way. I'm not making that up. He hasn't had hot water in a
Really?
week. Yeah, that's what he told me.
Yeah, no, the government's worried about our merger.
Right.
But so it goes up and down, beautiful, like a sports
Wow.
ticker. Every score, you could bet a college lacrosse game in Oregon.
I don't know if this is enabling
But
him.
that's what I'm saying. That's going to be
Yeah.
bad for him.
I'm up 25 G's.
So it's Queen for a day in a sense, but
Yeah.
for celebrities.
What's amazing about the show
Is everybody a celebrity who does the show?
No,
or do
no.
they do this for regular
They
people?
do it for regular guys. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
Me and Gary were a way to sort of kick it off, I think, and promote it. But the amazing part is everything I just said, they also painted and did everything 2 days.
Wow.
2 days.
How
So
could they do that in 2 days?
You know, when your
The guys-
contractor is telling you they can't get the job done.
That's what I thought of.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of. These motherfuckers, these are guys, no union.
Right.
They're on a production schedule. They all get paid by the TV show. These motherfuckers made this room in less than 2 days.
I
Wow,
knew
that's
it could be
amazing.
done.
Let me see that. What is that?
That's what's going on at my house.
This is your house?
Yeah. And Artie's right. Artie's totally right. You realize all it takes is money, because if you get 10 guys to work round the clock, things get done.
And they're all good at what they do. These are all the kid Jason, who co-hosts the show, is an amazing carpenter.
And he works like a dog.
Hey, so
Yeah.
Gary, who are these little peckerheads playing pool on your pool table?
Those are my kids and their friends. I have.
You let your kids and friends play on the pool table? You know
Yeah.
they're going to wreck it.
On it, like on top.
No,
of it?
no,
they're playing pool.
They're playing pool.
They're going to wreck it.
No, they're not going to wreck it.
You know how many times little kids put a hole in the felt because
Right,
they just
they scratch it and...
So I should not let my kids play pool on the pool table? Are
Don't
you
let 'em
fucking
down
insane?
there, man.
They're not coming near my table.
That's right. Artie's not having those kids
That's
over.
a man cave,
Well, that's right.
not a boy cave.
That's a man cave, baby.
Look at Gary's place.
Howard,
man.
Let me see. I
Do you see the mural? Do you see the mural behind the bar?
Look at this.
Wow.
Do you see Howard? Do you see what that mural behind the
Look
bar
at
is?
that.
Look at these kids playing on the pool table. I feel like Gary's the president of the
That's
United
gorgeous.
States.
That's the 1986 Mets, that mural that they
nice.
put on there.
All right.
But you know, the premise of the Man Cave show is it's supposed to be my man cave versus Artie's man cave, and I said that's
Versus?
totally unfair, because I have a family and Artie's got hot chicks dealing poker.
Right, well, that's why, because Gary has kids. They didn't do the hot chick thing, but I had these two smoking hot chicks. Saragusa pulls up in a fucking
No wonder there's so much divorce. Even on TV, they rub it in when you're married.
exactly.
Saragusa pulls up. He's got this business, Goose Ribs.
Oh yeah.
What?
Garoose ribs?
Goose. His nickname is Goose, Saragusa.
Right.
So he's got this business.
Goose ribs.
He's the goose.
He makes ribs. The ribs, by the way, are phenomenal. He has these guys who are working for him. A big Winnebago pulls up with his face on it that says Goose Ribs, gooseribs.com or whatever. And they set up a whole like tent and made ribs all day.
Oh, my
So on top of the
goodness.
sausage and peppers, every 5 seconds he's ordering more super sod.
See, that's what you got to have going on at this house.
That's right.
You
It's got to be party central.
Every weekend you show up, order from Goose Ribs. Get them down there, get them making the ribs.
Yeah, he would do that.
Howard, you gotta
And
understand
goose
something.
ribs and goose pulled pork are unbelievable. But
You are going to be doing stand-up the rest of your life because you're going to have to finance this lifestyle.
I
my
said, you
God.
know
you
what?
got to get a dealer down there. You got to get the chicks serving the
Yeah,
drinks.
you gotta, you can't just have you dealing. You
Yeah.
gotta make it.
Otherwise, it's not fun.
Like
You know what's going by the
Hollywood.
wayside? My place in Hoboken, I paid off like a typical Gindaloon. I got no mortgage. I'm selling that. Well, it's all going right into down there. So I got
I told you. And who told? Hey, wait a second. I want some
you were
thanks.
going to buy a stupid house up
Who
in northern
told
Jersey.
you to buy down there on the Jersey Shore? He was going to buy a house near his house.
Yeah, near his apartment.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. Thank you
It'll
for the
be
ability
easy,
to buy
because
it.
I won't have to travel so far. I go, yeah, but what's the point? You're never going to go there.
Right.
Howard, this is the best house of all time.
Really?
and it turned into
this guy.
It turned into the first hang. First of all, I got
Robin with this 40, 74-degree magazine
Yeah, you
cover.
got to get in there now.
Oh my God!
Robin can Robin can bring her boat.
Yeah, I can pull up my boat right to his
excuse
house.
excuse the fun here, but Gary, where's Bobby Duvall?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, it's cool.
He's supposed to call us.
But if he doesn't, that's cool too.
Right.
I mean, I got stuff to do today.
I have an enormous pier that goes out,
Yeah.
and what came with the house is 2 boat lifts that Saragusa was telling me are worth like $70,000 each.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, boat
And
lifts are expensive.
and 4 wave runner lifts.
So what are you going to do with that?
Well,
He's
I'm
got to
gonna-
get toys.
I got 2 wave runners coming. I ordered
Wave
them.
runner.
You know how to run-
You're going to be on a wave runner?
He did
Remember
that
down
out in Florida.
Remember in Tampa for Bubba's
Yeah.
wedding?
And they couldn't get that vest on you.
Well, I'll get a bigger vest. First of all, I'm not going to wear a vest. That's for pussies.
No.
you
you
have
gotta.
to. It's a regulation.
They'll give you a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to deal with the cops. All the cops were at my house eating goose ribs. There were, by the
Are
way.
they the water cops?
50 cops came up to me. They come up to the house and go,
You know
I'm a
what you
cop
got to
and
do,
as
man?
such. I'm a
The
cop
only
and
thing missing from that is you have to have a chick blowing you during a card game.
Yeah, under the table.
I
Yeah.
wish you could have seen how hot these 2 Borgata chicks were. It was a blonde and a brunette.
Yeah, but they're not blowing
They were
you.
both.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny if Artie had his own cocktail waitress?
No.
Well,
I want to see Artie on his wave runner.
Oh, that's
He ain't
a
a wave.
TV
He's a
show.
wave maker.
That's a TV show.
well, I got 2 I ordered already from Yamaha. They're coming, and one is
Cocktail waitresses?
One is me and Richard Christie were on the one down in Tampa. I
Yeah.
got 1 2-person one and 1 1-person one, and then
you got only a one. You got to get a 3-4 person.
No,
Oh, please.
that's cool.
That's gay.
That's
Robin,
gay.
aren't half of your boats gone? Like, do you still?
Half. I got all my boats.
you
I
st-
have 2 wave runners.
You do?
I have a jet
These
boat
guys.
and I have a boat.
I don't have any of this shit. I'm the host of this show.
Half my boat's gone. I got my paddle boat. I got my kayaks.
I thought one of your boats was gone.
Robin has a Navy.
First of all, Howard,
That's right. I could launch a fleet.
She could launch a war. All right. I don't
my
know.
house looks like your house took a shit. I was out of here, but
I know.
but I'm telling you, it was a nice big. It's spacious.
Wow.
This house is going to save my life. It's going to save my life.
Well, I'm thinking your house makes my house look like it took a shit.
Oh, stop.
Every Gavone in Jersey don't stop by. I got to figure out that. But Robin actually gave me a very good tip on how to avoid that. But so anyway, so then Saragusa pulls out an official New York Giant helmet,
Right.
signed by Michael Strahan.
Wow.
Who's one of the I respect him. He's banging Eddie Murphy's wife and blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah.
He's making it.
Hall of Famer, got a ring with them now, just retired, major player, probably a future Hall of Famer, I'd say.
Yeah.
And he signed the Giant helmet, and then they framed all these things about my father, and just it's just an unbelievable
Well,
job.
congratulations,
I mean,
man.
they
Sounds
really
great.
go all out.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Do it on the Do It Yourself Network.
Irish John.
DIY.
You're
Look-
on the
look
air,
for,
newer show. Irish
Man
John.
Cave.
Man
Hey,
Caves.
Artie, what's going on? Congratulations on the new house.
Right.
Hey, I was wondering if Dana's seen the new house yet.
Yeah. Has Dana seen the new
Oh,
house?
that's the one thing that'll make Artie cry.
I mean, what is it with you? I thought you were a friend. You're trying to make me feel bad.
You
No,
got
I'm a
to.
friend. I just hope she's eating her heart out. That's
You got to show.
Eating her heart out.
Yeah, you got to show that house.
No,
though.
Dana.
Hey, Dana, that could have all been yours. You could have had that
Stop
whole room
it.
going.
Artie'd have to have a dog
All you had to do is put
there.
up with Artie.
Yeah, well, some people like their dog. Some people think the owner of this house needs therapy. I bet the new guy likes dogs.
While you're sweltering in the city all summer.
All right. I guess wonder if she still needs Artie in therapy.
Yeah. I guess I can't do heroin. Oh, don't do heroin while you're gambling. Sucker.
Oh my God.
Well, there you go.
I love
So
you,
now,
Dad.
There's a
Artie,
happy
in
man.
the rest of the house, is there anything in the rest of the house?
No,
I bet
and
you're going to want to lose weight now when they get this new house.
I do, actually.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like now you're an outdoorsman.
But everything is built for laziness. The master bedroom the drapes open up, overlooking all the water, and
He's built for laziness.
I put in a switch so I don't even have to get up.
Oh, no, you don't even have to get up and open the
So let me
curtain.
understand. You don't have to open your own curtains. You can
No,
just hit a button.
no, I don't. I just
Switch. Everything's on a switch.
And if that breaks down, the Mexican will do it. I'll have to yell to the Mexican.
Well, don't yell. Just take the elevator down and get him.
Also, the master bathroom is like the size of my apartment, and it's got these beautiful tiles. My mother decorated it with. She was retired, so this was her project. But she did such an amazing job. Beautiful, like tile. You could do a concert in the freaking shower.
Wow.
It's got all those jets that hit you in the top, like the rainfall type thing, and a huge jacuzzi.
You got a steam room in there?
Steam room.
Steam room?
It turns into steam.
He's got the steam shower thing
I
going.
mean, you're showering and you're steaming at the same time.
Yeah.
Look at you, man.
Hey, Artie, what'd you do with the Munson Yoo-Hoo shirt that Diana Munson gave you? Did you put that up in there?
I have it actually. That's in my apartment in Hoboken.
Yeah, you ought to hang that on the wall.
Yeah, that's an actual shirt Munson wore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. When you met the Munson family, they gave you that.
Go ahead, Ralph.
Hey, now. Hey, Dana Schmana, the Whoas be lining up down there, man.
Exactly.
You know,
Ralph's already moving.
Ralph's probably looking for
Right,
the
Ralph
invite.
is looking for shrapnel.
Ralph knows he's got the invite.
I'd like to book the single wave runner, please.
Good. Take Ralph off my
You know what,
hands.
Ralph? Yeah, let me tell you something. I just don't come into my place and start comparing it to Ralph, to Howard and Sam's though. Howard has this. Sam has another.
He can make you feel bad.
Right.
Ralph, go ahead.
Yeah,
What were you going to say?
You're feeling so good about yourself.
Artie, are you going to be one of those, I might get disinvited, but are you going to be one of those fat guys who leaves the shirt on? You know, like, how are you going to deal with this whole thing?
Yeah,
Well-
when you're swimming and stuff and on your wave runner, are you going to take your shirt off?
Now you know what? I as I got into my late 30s, I started saying, "Fuck it, I take the shirt off."
You do.
Do you?
But the goal is to lose weight. You know, that's the goal.
Because I see a lot of those guys, they get those shirts with the big flowers on them and all that.
You know what? You ought to get one of those T-shirts where they paint abs on it.
Like a painted tuxedo
Right,
shirt.
right.
Would it be wrong to wear your Thurman Munson shirt on the wave runner?
Yes, that's wrong.
bad luck.
I don't know. Oddly enough, I didn't pick out one place for like a treadmill.
So
I can't believe you
No
went with
gym?
the little wave runners.
I could put a gym in there, but I
You mean it was either the man cave room? You could have made that room into a gym, but you
Yeah,
There
right.
could have been a little part of it that could have been a gym.
It's not the freaking cave.
All right. All right, Ralph, thank you. Artie,
No treadmill in the man
congratulations. That's a
cave.
wonderful story. I'm very happy for you.
Now that you have the ultimate party house, what kind of crazy shit do you think is going to go down there?
Dude, it's, we're talking fucking minority pussy. We're talking
Flipping.
cocaine from Peru. We're talking fucking champagne bottles to chug and shove up fucking twats.
When's the party?
Every day, buddy. Every fucking day.
Is the talk of the town. He is the toast of the town.
The toast.
They're toasting him already.
The burnt toast.
He was on the Joe Buck HBO premiere talk show, the first talk show in Joe Buck's.
Joe Buck's 2 Live.
Joe Buck. Joe Buck
was,
Live.
right?
You know, they're making a big deal about Artie's language on the show, and it's weird to me because, they have the cat house, like prostitutes.
But
guys.
HBO's schizophrenic like that.
Yeah.
Like on certain shows, you're not supposed to do it, and somehow you're supposed to know which shows are for cursing and which shows aren't.
What about Sex in the City?
Right.
They used to, the stuff on that show offended me.
But then they'll have
No, it
something
didn't.
like the Bob Costas show, which never had any cursing in it.
I know, but they said, they said do anything you want.
Well, I think they're schizophrenic in the sense that I think Joe Buck was going for more of a Letterman-esque kind of talk show where they talk sports and hang out. And
Right, because if you watched it, it was the Costas show. There was never any cursing.
I do believe, though, that these guys, when they booked you on the show, sort of thought that you would be a talk show guest in keeping with your Letterman appearances and your Conan appearances and stuff like that. I think they probably were really blown out by the language, but nevertheless,
They should have said something. They shouldn't have said go to town.
They gave me no guidelines. Listen, this is
what I mean.
this is crazy. I did an interview with the New York Times yesterday.
About this?
Yeah.
well, it's a big story in the sense that you went on and HBO is now upset with you.
Right.
Oh, dear.
And in fact, I was reading the paper today, they've blacklisted Artie from HBO Sports, which
Wow.
I don't think.
Well, geez, Artie, I'm sorry for you.
I don't know how that would affect your career, but maybe it would. I don't know.
Look, me blacklisted from anything could affect my career, sure.
Oh, no, the HBO Sports Department was a major plank.
Here's the article. HBO wipes hands of Artie. Artie Lange meet the HBO blacklist. Lange, Howard Stern's radio sidekick, is persona non grata at HBO Sports after his profanity-laced segment on Monday's premiere of Joe Buck Live. I tell you what, I never knew who Joe Buck was. Now I do.
Yeah, I mean,
help him out that way.
There's
It's
something
HBO.
good that came out of this.
Sure.
He can do, he can go do as many Howard Stern shows as he likes, but he will no longer appear on HBO Sports or Joe Buck Live. HBO Sports President Ross Greenberg told the Post yesterday.
Wow.
Well, that's the greatest news ever. I can do as many Howard
I was
Stern
going to
shows
say,
as I want.
how does Ross know that you can do as many shows
When
as
did
you
he
want?
get to get permission to do this show?
He's executive producing this show.
He's
If
the
that's-
president of Hollywood.
Howard, if that's true, and you
Yes.
make that decision, I couldn't be happier about it.
We don't have any interest in his world. That's a quote from Mr. Greenberg.
You have your own world.
Lange appeared with actor Paul Rudd, barely. Paul Rudd didn't get a word in.
But they weren't trying. Did you see them struggling for words?
No, I
Howard,
think they-
Howard,
I
they
think they
went.
had a good time.
They went. Yeah, they both loved it. If you
Oh,
if you
I
watch
don't-
it,
I don't doubt
if you
that.
watch it, the crowd is guffawing. Like Michael Irvin is laughing. Like, look, I'm not going to say this about a normal appearance, but I have to defend myself. Like Jimmy Kimmel texted me yesterday. He said, "Dude, that appearance was epic. They should have you back on every night." Like,
you should be his sidekick. Somebody
should be
said
on
to
the
me there
second
should
show.
be the Artie and Joe Buck show.
Yeah, I mean, so Ross Greenberg has. I mention him a lot in this New York Times. I don't know if the New York Times thing ran at all, but he sounds like a moron. He gave me no guidelines, and he knows what I do. He read my book. He saw my stand up. Can someone explain to him why I wouldn't do what I did on Letterman? It's CBS, it's Letterman, and quite frankly, I have a lot more respect comedically for David Letterman than I do Joe Buck.
Lange, discussing his appearance on yesterday's Howard Stern show, said Greenberg told him to go nuts if the discussion flagged. So go fuck yourself. I don't care how important you are in the business, Lange said to Greenberg. That's regrettable, Greenberg fired back. I said to him prior to the show that we need your energy if things get boring. He misconstrued that. I didn't mean that we needed this, which was a far cry from energetic. It was a mean-spirited, vitriolic diatribe with guttural language.
Howard, take away the first thing I said, okay?
Right.
And which was just a crazy joke that is the first time the audience reacted to anything, okay?
Right.
And the kid Jason next to me started whooping it up afterwards. Whoa, and the place went nuts. Then after that, it really was just me and Joe ribbing each other. And I told a story about his father. And I mean, that was really, that's what I did. And everything killed. I mean, But look, I don't care if I'm ever on HBO ever again.
Right.
This is the show that sells tickets to there's guys who have HBO stand-up specials that open for me on the road. I mean, that's the truth because I'm on the Stern show. I mean, I don't care, Ross. I really just don't care.
All right. Let's see. So Artie, who ever since he got off heroin is very energetic, appeared on a bunch of shows.
He is Mr. Energy.
No, Tim Sabian called me and asked me to call into Chris Russo. I wouldn't have done that.
Well, you can do sports with Chris.
Yeah, right. and
I heard that, by the way.
You heard it, Fred?
Oh, yeah, I heard that, by the way. He's not your friend.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Russo was, he was doing.
I didn't think Russo was. I thought you might have overreacted to Russo, and I'll tell you why.
I definitely think
was listening.
so, too.
I haven't heard the whole thing. We'll play it now. He thought you weren't funny. So you say, well, some people think I'm funny, and some people don't.
Okay, he had an issue with the language too, and I just explained that I said, well, look,
But
Chris,
you got so angry with Chris. It was like saying, who cares what Chris thinks, whether you're funny or not? Just be like, you know what? I thought I did well. That's the only person I answered
Well, I
to.
was told that he was bashing me for a
Was he?
while. Well, that's what I was told. Tim said you got to call in. Tim,
Tim wanted you to react to what was being said.
Tim asked me to call
and then
in.
Artie slammed this guy, Mike Francesco. Turns out Mike was defending Artie. You were on fire.
Oh, dear.
Well, I've been wanting to slam Francesa for a while. He gave me a bad tip on a couple of college games here.
Well, that's very understandable. So, anyway, let me play you the Artie. What was Artie busy with yesterday?
Yeah,
page.
how many shows yesterday?
I'm going to get you a bunch of clips here. What page is that again, Gary? The Artie page.
Artie has his own page.
JD page 1. Okay. All right. Here's Artie versus Mad Dog. What about that first clip? Can I pass on that one and just get right to
pass on the first clip.
Okay. Here's Artie versus Mad Dog. The two of them going at it yesterday.
People guffawed laughing. They don't laugh. They laugh politely if they have to. People were barreled over laughing. Watch the thing.
Artie, I'm a big fan. You were not funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of yours, Artie. I watched. You were not funny. That was not a funny set. That was not a funny 8 minutes.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I'm a big fan of yours about sports, but you don't know shit about being funny. When you're funny, it's funny when...
Artie, I'm not trying to be funny. You tried to be funny, and you weren't funny.
Exactly. I was trying to be funny, and I was funny. Howard Stern thought I was funny.
We all know.
I got texts from people I barely know. Jimmy Kimmel sent me a text saying that appearance was epic. It was the best thing I've ever seen. It was hilarious, and they're going to have you back. Every funny person I know thought I was funny. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. Chris, I love
Billy Crystal, Artie, Billy Crystal didn't think you're funny, and Billy Crystal's better than Jimmy. And Billy Crystal is bigger. Billy Crystal is bigger than Jimmy Kimmel. And Billy Crystal did not think you were funny.
Billy Crystal, let me tell you about Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal hates Howard because Howard busts his chops. Billy Crystal's funny, but he's an uptight prick. He's a politically correct, uptight bastard. He's an egomaniac. We've sent out Stunner and John to ask him questions. We play a tape. Oh, Howard's not funny either. I think Billy Crystal is unbelievably talented. Wait, let me talk. I think Billy Crystal is unbelievably talented. His stand-up is unreal, but he's full of himself, and he's taking it too far. I'm a Yankee fan like him. Now he thinks he's Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Pretentious, Mr. I Meet the President. So I don't give a fuck what he thinks is funny. I give a fuck what my fans think are funny, and they thought it was funny, Chris.
Artie.
And I don't care if you think it's funny either, even though I'll listen to you talk about the Jet-Giant schedule and what the record's going to be, but don't tell me about being funny, and I won't tell you about...
Well, no, but Artie, you need a guy. You tell me about sports, you're allowed. I mean, I don't say, well, hold on now, what does Artie know about sports? I don't say that. So why should you say that about me, about why I can't judge a comedian? What, you're allowed to judge your sports and I can't judge a comedian?
You're entitled to your opinion, but I don't respect your opinion about comedy. I tell you about sports, and a lot of times I'm wrong, and if you tell me I'm wrong, I'll believe it. Chris, I love you, man. You know I'm a huge fan of yours, but you're wrong about this. I was funny, and look at the audience. They guffaw.
You can't judge.
Michael, wait, Chris.
Hold on now. Let me get this straight. Artie, let me get this straight. I'm not allowed to judge your comedic value, but Michael Irvin can. Is that the way it's supposed to work? I can't judge it, but if Michael Irvin laughs, you must be funny. Michael Irvin doesn't know anything.
Chris, you could judge whatever you want. And Michael Irvin to judge whatever you want. I don't give a fuck about it either way. I'm just saying one's right and one.
Well, hold on. You brought up Michael Irvin 4 times and he thought it was funny. Well, why should Michael Irvin be able to judge it? I can't. That doesn't work. Michael Irvin's not a comedian. Well, why can't he's a football player. I retired. What a tag. He's got no credibility with comedy.
Chris, you're going to let me talk or what?
Yes, go ahead. You got to answer the question, though.
Because, Chris, I met Michael Irvin, and quite frankly, he's funnier than you are. That's how it is. You're funny, and you don't...
Michael Irvin can't get a job in the media business. ESPN fired Michael Irvin. Nobody wants Michael Irvin on. You're making what? Michael Irvin's a big talent in the broadcasting field.
Why the fuck was he on?
Because he's a Hall of Fame wide receiver, Artie. You think he's on because he's funny?
And I'm on Joe Buck Live because I'm on a Hall of Fame radio show. How's that sound, motherfucker?
Well, that's different, Artie. We're not talking about... Forget Stern. We're talking about your appearance as far as humor is concerned and about language and about all those things. How about going on, Buck, last night and use better language and not make everybody cringe in America?
And being boring and nobody cares. Would you be talking to me right now if I went on and talked like Carol Burnett for an hour or some other fucking jerk off you think is funny like Bob Hope? You're talking to me right now because of what I did.
Is Bob Uecker funny?
Is Bob Uecker funny?
Yeah, Bob Uecker funny?
I think Bob Uecker's hilarious.
Okay, does Bob Uecker use bad language?
Off the air.
No, in his jokes, does he use bad language, Artie? The answer is no.
What the hell is he talking about?
Chris, you're caught up in the 1940s, brother. I'm a Richard Pryor fan. I'm a George Carlin fan. I love Sam Kinison. I love guys who were on the edge. You don't. It's a difference. Howard Stern. And don't bullshit me, man. I used to listen to you and Mike and Mad Dog, and you guys would always talk when you were kissing Imus's old ass. You would go, oh, Howard works blue. I don't work blue. I grew up listening to Howard, man. I work blue. And Joe Buck knew that, and he got it, and the fans loved it. And today, people are talking about his show because of it.
The one thing I don't understand, maybe you know this and clear it up, Artie. When did Billy Crystal comment on Artie's appearance?
I don't know.
Never.
Russo seems to be aware of something no one else. Maybe they had a personal conversation.
Are they close, Billy Crystal and Mad Dog?
I have no idea.
Howard.
That is so funny.
Howard, listen.
I got more, by the way.
I know, but listen, I am a fan of Russo because he's real. He's really a geek. Like, I mentioned Norm Macdonald to him, and he said, the guy on Cheers, Norm.
No.
You know what I mean? So he doesn't know anything about
outside of sports
or modern day stuff.
It wasn't his cup of tea.
Right, exactly. But he was yelling at me too, Howard. I mean, I was yelling back.
Michael Irvin thought it was funny.
He did.
That was funny. Chris is a funny guy.
He is funny.
When he starts yelling, he's just funny.
I love when two guys argue over whether they were funny or not. It's the best. I mean, I've gotten caught up in that crap.
Was the best. He's a football player.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, exactly. Well, whoever's in the audience, when you're a comic, you're just happy anyone's laughing, man. You know.
It seems like you're getting caught up lately in a lot of fights with people, a lot of agitation. I'm worried about you, honestly.
Honestly, Howard,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I really am. But people are fucking with me.
But I don't know. You think everyone's fucking with you?
No. I'm fine now.
You are?
And I'm in therapy, and it's starting
It's working.
to work.
It's working.
Did
Howard,
you talk to your therapist about this?
I have a shrink session today, and
Good.
Oh, good.
How long?
I love the guy. He's finally back from his honeymoon.
How many hours is the session today?
It's going to be about an hour and a half because I have a book signing tonight, so I have to calm down.
Right.
But I have so much anger in me. I do.
boy,
I have anger
You
in me,
really do.
and I'm working on it.
Okay.
I
What
am.
is it, Fred?
I have a couple of thoughts. Book a triple session, number one.
You got it, Fred.
And number two, I heard that exchange yesterday, and in my opinion, Russo has no credibility whatsoever to judge who's funny and who is not.
No, you're missing the point.
But it's his opinion on
He is commenting on what he thought was funny.
But the difference in the argument, too, is he's commenting directly on what Artie does for a living as opposed to what's funny, and Artie's not commenting on what he does. What if Artie would have come out?
He does. Artie says
I don't say he does a
Artie
bad
says
job.
he's a fan.
I don't say he does, but what if he called in and says, I don't think you're doing a particularly
He says
good
he
show
likes
today.
Artie. He's a fan, but he didn't think this performance was his best.
I think that's a nice little cop-out when people want to say something shitty about you. They preamble it with,
I agree.
You know, I'm a fan, but... He sounds like that guy, Mark Krisky.
Look,
Howard, I
he
was
gave his
on...
opinion.
Right.
Quite frankly, who cares what Mad Dog's opinion
I agree with
is?
it. But
Artie did his thing.
I just want to say one thing. Also, his opinion is colored because his favorite comedian is Carol O'Connor.
Yeah.
And that's not even a joke.
Well, I mean, you know, Carol O'Connor is a great
And the
actor,
second
but
point-
exactly, he doesn't know what he's talking
And the
about.
second point, I listened long after Artie had his meltdown on the air,
Yeah.
and he admitted, I believe he admitted he didn't even see it.
Oh, so then how could he comment?
You know what? That's the beauty of
He
Chris.
did not see the show.
Mad Dog didn't see the.
He did not
Did he watch
see.
the performance on YouTube or something?
No,
he either
maybe not.
he either watched it on YouTube or he heard the tapes.
Or Billy Crystal called
He
him.
did not see the show.
Billy
And I-
Crystal called him from the movie
Chris,
set.
I'll apologize ahead of time, but I believe it was about maybe a half hour, an hour afterwards. You admitted you didn't see the show.
I just like that Billy Crystal is discussing this with Mad Dog.
It would have been nice if Billy Crystal could have said it in his own words.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
First of all, before a Springsteen concert, I went on Mad Dog's show a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And what I did on the Joe Buck show compared to what I did on Chris Russo's show looked like Romper Room. I mean, and he hugged me afterwards and said, that was great. I loved it. I mean, this is satellite radio. I am a dirty comedian. I admit that. I'm not as smart as Jerry Seinfeld, I guess. I'm not as smart as...
But when you go on, let's say,
Paul Rudd.
Letterman or Conan, you do not work dirty. You're able to do both.
I can do both,
That's
yeah.
right.
But on HBO, I figured, what the hell? Let it loose, man.
Right.
Why not?
All right, here's Artie versus Mad Dog round 2.
Oh, boy.
Artie, can we calm down with the language on that kind of show? Can we do that?
Listen, it's HBO, Chris. I will never listen to you with comedy advice, okay, buddy? You pick up my DVD, I curse like crazy. It's rated NC-17.
But I know when I buy your video. Artie, I know when I buy.
I'm not going to your fucking kid's 8th birthday party.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Turn off HBO? I know if I buy your video, I know what I'm getting. I know when I sit there and buy your book, I know what I'm getting.
It's HBO. Artie Lange on HBO. What do you think? You're going to hear me do a psalm from the Bible? You got to be. Are you that stupid?
You can't calm down. Artie, you can't calm down. Artie, you can't calm down a little bit?
You can't calm down a little bit right now either?
I'm fine. You can't calm down a little bit, Artie?
You're not fine. You're not fine. You know what, Chris? No, I like to go over the line. I like to shock. I like to be funny. I like creating uncomfortable shit. And I love conversations like this. This sells books, man. I'm a businessman, too. My book went through the... I'm #1 on the Google Trends today. I don't give a shit about shit that much, except I want to be funny in my own way. I'm not censoring myself for anybody. This is like Lenny Bruce, man. Lenny Bruce got arrested, so I'm allowed to curse on HBO, and I'm going to fucking honor that. Howard Stern went through hell to be able to get me to... Howard Stern got FCC fines. Howard Stern's the reason you're allowed to talk like this on the radio right now, and I'm going to honor that.
I'm not using bad language, Artie. Artie, listen, I love Howard. I don't use bad language during a talk show.
You love Howard. There was this going on a few years ago with you and your fucking...
Oh, we got to leave Mike alone, Artie. Please, that's not fair. Don't get on Mike. It's not his fault.
Mike is giving me shit. I saw Mike once at a Knicks game. I couldn't believe they didn't sell him 3 seats. His ass was so fucking...
Oh, Artie, come on. Don't pick on Mike. What did Mike do? Mike didn't do anything to you.
I'm not picking on Mike, but he's picking on me, so I'm hitting...
Well, when is he picking on... Artie.
Chris, let me tell you something. I'm from the streets. You hit me, I'm hitting you back.
When did Mike pick... In 20 years that I was with Mike, he never mentioned you once. When did Mike pick on you?
I got a bunch of phone calls saying Francesa's trashing you, so guess what?
Did you... Artie, did you hear it yourself, or are you going by what your friend told you?
Oh, right. I'm sure my friend would call me up.
Well, I mean, people like to cause... Artie, people like to cause dissension. Yes, friends will call up. Yes, friends will say... People say things to get a reaction. That's what people do.
Chris, don't teach me about radio. I know people make it up, but there's no way. I guarantee you Francesa gave me shit, just like you're giving me shit.
Not in 20... Artie.
I give a fuck about Francesa. I give a fuck about you, so I'm calling in. That's it. I mean, I don't have proof, but you know what? Whether I have proof or not, Francesa...
listen, here's what I say.
Listen, one thing. Whether I have proof or not, Francesa still has a big ass.
No, I mean, listen, a little heavy. I'll buy that, but 19 years, and I worked with Mike for 19 years. He never said a word about... He never...
I know. That's not what I'm talking about.
The last 8 months, if he said something, I don't know that.
He didn't say a word about me because I'm not famous enough. But today I made news in the world, so he said something. So I'm...
Oh, I said something. So now you didn't tell me that. You said something today? He said something?
Yeah, I just tried to, but you keep screaming like a crazy person. Like Bruce just started playing Prove It all night. I mean, shut the fuck up and listen. Francesa trashed me today, so I'm trashing him back.
Oh, I didn't realize. Well, you didn't say. I didn't hear you say. Nobody heard you say today. I thought you meant over the years.
Because you're screaming too loud like a fucking broad. Calm down.
So then Artie was done and then called Bad Dog back to apologize to Francesa.
First of all, I don't know what happened because 40 people told me Francesa trashed me, and then a caller called up and said that he didn't. So no, I don't know what happened exactly.
So here's Artie apologizing.
Calling back with an apology.
By the way, Howard,
yeah.
That was the most ridiculous conversation I've ever heard.
Crazy.
It was
Artie,
nuts.
go ahead.
Chris, I'm sorry. Listen, the guy who just called up and said Francesa actually thought I made the show good. Now I feel bad because I made the mistake of listening to a friend. I apologize to Francesa. I don't know the guy, but I'll tell you what, he's right. It was a bore fest. It was a snooze fest. And maybe I thought I had to hit a home run instead of a double to right. So maybe I turned it up a notch. And again, this is where people are wrong. I didn't call Buck a cocksucker. That's not what I did. I would never do that. I made a joke about a website. I would never call him a cocksucker, all right? It's a difference of opinion. I'm sorry to Francesa, but Francesa's right, Chris. It was a bore fest until I started talking. And I'll tell you what, I don't think I'm Richard Pryor. I know I'm not that good, but I do what I do, and I'm trying to make a living. I went on there, and I did it. And a lot of people who I respect, including Howard and Howard's honest, man. If Howard thought I sucked, he would say I sucked.
Howard didn't even see it, right?
Howard saw it and listened to it, of course.
He saw it live, or did he see it after the show was on?
No, he saw it afterwards. But he watched it. He watched the whole thing. And look at it. Chris, look at it. Buck is laughing when I'm doing his father. They cut to the audience. They're not laughing in a fake way. Michael Irvin's now. Both of the kids next to me are laughing, Chris. I know you don't like it, but look, we have a difference in opinion. I apologize to Mike. I did what I had to do. I'm trying to make a living here, brother. I'm trying to avoid becoming a longshoreman again. And I tell you what, I'll keep doing it if it sells books, but not just because of that, because it's true to whatever. You want to call me an artist? I don't think I am, but I'm true to this the way Richard Pryor was true to his honest comedy. I will always do this, and I'll always listen to you, Russo. I won't bother you again. I love you. I'm going to keep listening. Thanks for taking my call.
Artie feels bad now.
Artie was feeling bad, and is it true Mike Francesco really had to buy 3 seats at the stadium?
Well, it's expensive, too.
Right.
$2,000 a seat.
Well, there you go. I mean, you must be a little bit worn out, huh?
I am, Howard.
You're yelling and screaming and
I feel a fraction of what it must be like to be you when you get a lightning rod of stuff. Like
well,
it's like, I mean, but the New York Times called me. I mean, there's a war on.
You're like Crazy Alice. You're yelling and screaming on all these radio shows.
Well, I mean, again,
So-
I would never.
Has he become Crazy Artie?
Crazy Artie.
Shut the fuck up, Crazy Artie, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker, Chris. Sucker, Chris. You ain't no Italian. You ain't no Italian. Fuck you, Fred.
You suck dick, don't you?
You suck dick, don't you?
I read a dirty cocksucker.
Listen, Howard, I wouldn't have
This is
called.
what,
I wouldn't have called if Tim asked me to call.
What I thought was really wild was that HBO now, on their website, bleeped the entire thing. Like,
Oh, they have bleeps in it?
They're uptight about the language that was used.
I
which-
guess their sports area is where they don't curse.
I guess. I don't know.
Well,
I think they want to be, they're a little schizophrenic, as you said. They want to be a bunch of different things, HBO Sports and HBO Regular, and, they're the dirty channel.
Here's the crazy thing, Howard, and I've said this before on the air. I am such a fan of HBO Sports. Their documentaries, Thrill in Manila, like they are. Liev Schreiber does all of the narration. They did a thing about the Oakland A's and the Raiders in the '70s. It's one of my favorite things ever. I own it. I love HBO Sports. I love Bob Costas.
They don't love you.
But they don't love me. So there's a lot of people I love who don't love me, by the way.
Right.
But anyway, let me just say, and I told this to the New York Times last night. Here's exactly what Ross Greenberg said to me, okay? And I'll tell you what Joe Buck said to me, too. And there's witnesses to this. He said it in front of a few people. And he's not going to like this, and I don't agree with this, but this is what he said. He said, look, Art, with a big smile on his
Greenberg?
face. Ross Greenberg.
Okay.
With a big smile on his face, he comes up to me and he goes, listen, man, if these two guys get boring, you go in there and put in some energy, and you're the cleanup guy,
Right.
And he said if these two guys get boring,
Right.
And Paul Rudd, who is a talented guy, and
Greenberg claims that what he meant by
I didn't
give
say
it some-
go nuts.
Right.
I said go nuts. That was right. He didn't say go nuts. He said
Give
if
it
these
some
two guys
energy.
give him some energy. Now Joe Buck in the green room in front of a bunch of people said to me, "Listen, give it to me, man. Let me have it."
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said, "Let me have it, man. That's what this is
Like
about."
roast him, kind of.
Yeah, well, no, he just said, "Let me have it." I don't know what I mean. And so, if you say that to me on HBO, what does he think's going to happen?
I don't know.
I guess you're right. The first thing was a little strong, but then I made. I told a touching story about how much I loved his
All
father.
right. Well, listen, you.
Everybody forgot that, Artie.
I know.
That's right, Art. I was reading a guy named Tommy Craig's column in I think this is from Miami, but I don't know. I don't know where he writes a column, and he said that he thought that Joe Buck's phony outrage over Joe Buck's show is ridiculous, that having Artie on
He invited Artie.
He invited Artie. Artie was wild, and that's what they could have expected. And Joe Buck now distancing himself from his own show is sort of a wild thing in itself, that this is your show, and you kind of wanted this, and now you're conveniently saying you didn't want it. HBO took Artie's appearance off of YouTube, and they had to remove
YouTube?
Yeah, off of YouTube because they had it removed. I didn't hear the rest of these, though. There's a couple other shows, I guess, that commented on Artie. This is the Dan Patrick radio show from here at Sirius, I guess.
Well, I guess that, Gary's happy because they stopped talking about the pitch.
Yeah.
Well, at least I did something manly. No, I was offensive.
Before we dive into Brett Favre's appearance last night on the Joe Buck show, the Joe Buck / Artie Lange show on HBO.
It was a good show. The Favre, and then the nice piece on David Wright, and then that great segment with Paul Rudd, who's hysterical, and Artie Lange, and some guy.
Paul Rudd wasn't hysterical.
Well, he only had 2 words.
Paul Rudd was there?
Yeah, I think he said, "Hi, Joe," and that was it.
It was a hijacking last night.
Yes, it was.
Brutal.
Yes, it was.
Brutal but transfixing TV.
I was not turning the channel. There's no doubt about that, but I've never felt more uncomfortable or sorry for a host in my entire life. Oh.
But what do you expect with Artie Lange? This is a comedian with Howard Stern, and Artie's off heroin, and if you listen to the show, Artie never shuts up anymore. He's got 1,000 things to say, and I think he probably got on and said, hey, you know what? This is kind of boring here. Let me liven this up.
Exactly.
He pulled a Howard, like when Howard did that to Arsenio Hall, and he's done it to other places, but they went to him, and the first thing he said to Joe Buck, I can't even come close to repeating on the air, but poor Joe looked like, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, he was shell-shocked.
Yeah, I think that he, and probably had his family there. That's a big thing. It's his first show. It's HBO. He wants to get into the entertainment field. And I can host one of these shows. And
some producer in the back room in the early planning was like, you know what? Why don't we go a little crazy? Let's get a guy a little risque. How about Artie Lange?
Artie Lange, I hear all the kids like him.
Yeah, it'll be great.
He's edgy. Yeah, that'll be good. But I think what he made the mistake of maybe waking Artie up a little bit. And he started to give him a little bit of grief. You, as a host, you got to be careful if you're going to pick your battles with a comedian, a stand-up comedian who's just going to fire back. I mean, Artie's used to doing this every single day of his life. And I think that's where Joe found out, especially the websites that Joe apparently goes.
Joe's 10 and 15-year-old sons, by the way, were in the audience.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I wasn't told that.
Oh, dear.
Why would that have mattered?
Well, you know what?
You
Maybe.
know what? They're a little less innocent today.
Lang, you would have thought that he went on kicking and screaming, like he didn't want to go on the show. That's the feeling I got. It's like, I don't want to be here. And I'm just going to start taking shots. I'm bored. I'm going to start taking shots.
And the funniest part was he just says some really off-color stuff for about 2 minutes. And he goes, but, you know, Joe, I love your father. He's a great broadcaster, one of the best old-school guy, didn't take any BS. And starts complimenting his father, but still throwing in swear words as he's complimenting him.
I thought it was Joey Buttafuoco when I first tuned in. I did. I saw Artie. I went... Is that? It's Artie. I thought it was Joey Buttafuoco there.
Hey, Marie, you're on the air in El Paso.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
I love you.
Love you.
I just wanted to say, Artie, you know, because I was a big Jackie fan, and so Artie's kind of humor, it's always been something that I don't really get or I don't really understand, but it's always kind of been like he's not really himself, and I think it was the drugs. And I've been in rehab. I've just been out of rehab for like a month. And I know exactly what he's going through because, like, I'm now myself, you know, like being a bitch and, like, shouting at people. And you know what I mean? You're being yourself, Artie. And that's what I really, really appreciate about your humor now, is that you're being honest. And that's what makes it really funny.
Okay.
No,
I guess.
I guess she likes you.
That was a weird turn, but thank you,
She
sweetie.
back into it.
I wonder how many times HBO will rerun this disgraceful episode.
I don't know. It sounds like you know, they're bleeping it, but it is on their website. It's still there.
I know it's bleeped somewhere. Some people write me letters now about this whole thing,
and can I say something
I'm trying
else?
to understand it, and I think somewhere it's bleeped, and YouTube took it off. That's what I know.
I don't know why YouTube would take it off, but you know,
they don't take anything off.
HBO had it removed from YouTube somehow.
They don't want people seeing the unbleeped version.
Yeah.
One other thing about my intent, I was excited to be invited to that. That's a big deal for me. And a live HBO. It is for an HBO. I mean, I got a book out. It's an HBO show. Brett Favre and Michael Irvin are Hall of Fame guys, or Favre will be. And, you know, I didn't go there to do anything but try to make the show good and be funny. Joe Buck was very nice to me. He's a big fan of this show, and I didn't go on and try to hijack anything.
What was it like after you, like when you were leaving? Did he shake your hand?
He shook my hand and said, "Great job, man. That was great." And
you weren't ushered out by cops or anything like that.
I mean, look, every one of the crew guys hugged me and said that was the greatest thing ever. I mean,
Joe Buck himself. What did Greenberg do?
I didn't see Greenberg on the way out. I mean, I had to get up in the morning, so I left.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know I had to stay an extra half hour for the internet thing. I mean, I had to get up in the morning, but I stayed. And again, I would never say this except to defend myself. But if you got Paul Rudd and Jason on the phone. The two guys.
They thought it was funny.
Who were with me.
Yes.
Paul looked at me and said, "Do you realize how amazing what you just did was?"
Well, maybe we'll try to get this out going. We'll try to call Paul Rudd.
I believe Artie. I don't think I need to call Paul Rudd.
You don't?
I believe
I
him.
would like to hear everybody's take on this.
You need to hear it all. Marianne, why don't we have everyone in the world call it? Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
Artie, don't you have anything better to do than call a lame radio show?
What do you mean? He's promoting a book.
He's calling Mike and all these shows. Like
No, he called Mad Dog because
Mad Dog to promote his show.
Tim asked him to do it.
Oh, but Howard, can I ask you something? Do you think that Artie using your name like Howard said it throughout this whole thing, are you upset about that, or it doesn't really matter to you?
No, Artie works with me, and he's quoting things that I said. I said I thought it was funny.
No, I'm talking about on the shows, like he says, Artie's my boss, and Howard's my boss, and I'm only going to listen to Howard, and I only listen to the great Howard. You know, that's what he keeps saying, almost like you're his father figure, and he's got to put it out there like you have to protect him.
No, I think it's a way of him saying that he works with me and respects my opinion.
Well, that's nice. I have to say one more thing. It's not such a big deal, Artie. Life goes on, you know what? And you should just, like, chill out because you're trying to be in, rehab and stuff. So everybody does have a life, so we should all move on. Love you, Howard.
All right, Marianne.
I am chill. I'm very calm. This is.
I've been a lot in the internet and stuff, and it seems like that man you're talking about, he said that he really wanted to kick you off, but because he promoted it so much, he wasn't going to do that, and that you were supposed to give energy and not that kind of raunchy, crazy behavior, because I think the reason...
All right, very interesting. David, go ahead. You're on in Toronto.
I just want to tell Artie, he's like a road that's been paved twice. Retard. You are less Italian than you are funny. I think you should concentrate on that. And the title of your new book, if you understand Italian, should be Chop Book. It means fat.
Well, I'm an Artie fan.
I don't understand what he
sounds more
said.
like... I think this is Mr. Greenberg on the phone.
He did a great joke. You hear him? A paved road. Retard. That was a good one. That's funny, man. Can I use that one?
Howard's my boss.
Yeah,
you
right.
You can use that one.
Thanks, buddy.
You can use that one, and maybe you'll get a laugh.
Right. I never get laughs.
People laugh because they're
I never get laughs.
Doesn't mean you're funny.
Oh, okay. What would mean you're funny? People not laughing?
No, it would mean people laughing because you said something that was actually humorous, not belligerent.
Oh,
people laugh out of.
Yeah, that's a lot of your detractors are saying you've become very angry and belligerent.
Oh, okay.
That you used to be sweet Artie, and now you're vicious Artie.
Okay, well,
I thought that the Joe Buck thing was entertaining. Now, I don't know. I don't even believe everyone's carrying on like this.
I can't believe it
was
either.
Very controversial. We had no idea that they would be debating this all over everybody's ear.
Listen, if I was on there with Barack Obama, I would not have said what I said. Okay?
You said it was a setting where you felt comfortable enough to do your thing.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Now, were you excited by all this, or were you upset by it? What happened yesterday in your life? Were you turned on by all of the attention, or were you turned off to this?
I have to admit, Howard, I was turned on by it.
You liked it.
Yeah.
You liked all the attention.
It's exciting. I mean,
did Team Lange come together and say this was a good thing?
I haven't met Team Lange.
Did you discuss this with your agent? Did you discuss it?
They all think it's great.
They
yeah,
like
that's
it.
what I was talking about.
Because
that's Team Lange.
the book apparently
is doing well.
Went through the roof.
So that's what you want.
Yeah.
So you got what you needed.
Well, I mean, it's publicity,
right?
And
so you weren't having any sort of second thoughts about it, doubts?
No.
You feel good about your appearance there, and
Howard, listen. All I can go by is I've done a lot of talk shows, okay.
Right.
And I've done 1,000 of these shows and whatever, and I've done a lot of things in front of an audience. I thought it was great.
Right. So that's all you have to worry about.
And I've been on
yourself?
And I've been on before, and I've thought I've been bad too.
Why defend yourself? That's what you've got to do in therapy. You got to say, listen, I thought it was great. That's what I did. I stand by it.
Well,
that's it.
People are.
Don't get affected by everyone's opinion.
I'm not affected by it.
Good.
Really, I'm sort of just sitting here and people are coming to me. People called me. Tim called me and asked me to call Russo. I look, and everyone gets into this business because you want attention, and of course I was turned on by it.
I was glad to hear you say you were a narcissist. I think your numbers would be higher this week than mine.
I'm a narcissist.
He might be higher than you.
Yeah, you might be a little above a 34.
Right. Right.
Robin, look, anyone who gets into comedy, think about what a comedian says to the rest of the world. Look, guys, I don't only think I'm interesting and funny. I think people will pay to fucking hear me. I mean, of course I'm a narcissist.
But I was going to ask you something. You would never go to your therapist to evaluate a performance, would you?
No, I wouldn't. But I might go to my therapist to understand why I'd care so much. Right.
I see. Okay.
Right. In other words, when I go into therapy, I have had issues where I care what everyone thinks. Mm-hmm. And we get into that. Why care about...
that's a different issue. I thought you were saying maybe you should talk to your therapist about, whether this was funny or not. And that's not what you're going to do.
No, I think Artie needs to deal in therapy with a lot of issues. This isn't one of them.
Right. What would he be talking about in relation to this, though?
His anger, he is lashing out at anyone who criticizes him, which is understandable. Mm-hmm. But the anger is so off the wall.
Crazy.
Well, you know what?
It's crazy that it's making his life like
a little bit unlivable.
And I would guess, if I may play shrink here, that all of this excitement, all of this fighting with everyone, all of this turmoil is keeping Artie from really getting to the things that bother him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
he's keeping himself busy.
You're 100% correct.
Right.
Something about that, though. I remember going through an anger phase.
Yes, I remember that
in
phase.
the few months that I did therapy.
Yeah.
And then cured yourself.
Before I quit.
Right. Before you declared you were cured. Yes.
And that's one thing that happens. A lot of your unexpressed anger just rises to the surface, and it is a little bit uncontrollable at the beginning.
Oh, it's horrible. And what is that famous quote by Richard Nixon, like, your enemies only win if you get mad, because then you destroy yourself. You know? And look, Howard's right. I have anger in me that's tremendous, and it's about a bunch of things. And I found a therapist that I like. Like, I really like. I call him on the phone when I can't see him. If I'm on the road. So I'm working on it, man.
I believe that you need to be in therapy 5 days a week for now.
Okay.
No, I'm not making a joke.
I don't understand. Is it structured therapy? What are we talking about?
It's a psychotherapy, I believe, that Artie is involved with.
It's intense.
And it's...
But is it structured? Like, we see each other on this day at this hour?
It's twice a week, based on his schedule and mine.
Based on...
based on,
you don't have a set appointment?
In the beginning of the week, he'll say, I have this day, and I'll say, okay, let's do it that way.
What about locking into 3 or 4 times a week at a set time?
I'll bring that up to him today.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be the move, because
I think you could, get through this a lot easier, maybe dispel a lot of that anger
I think he's
in therapy.
I think I'll get through a lot of money, too.
Well, that, too. We can run through that.
Hey,
you're right. No, listen,
getting better does cost money.
If I could tell you,
investment in you,
if I could tell you what I spent on heroin, it
pales in comparison.
Way less.
What'd you spend a week on heroin? Would you say? I mean, there's no exact number, I'm sure.
A week?
When you really were at your worst.
At my worst? Yeah. Well, I read once that that Yoko Ono and John Lennon in the 70s were spending $5,000 a week on heroin. In the 70s.
That was the 70s.
Yeah, and I think, but you see, here's the thing. I was having it delivered because I was afraid to be seen going.
So there's a surcharge?
Well, absolutely.
It's like McDonald's, if they could deliver it to your house, they have to charge you something.
And these
Pizza
were
Hut,
these were guys that I would overpay because I was afraid. I don't want them mad at all. You know. And I'll give you the most I ever spent in 1 week.
Go ahead.
Probably. You know what? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, not because there's a bunch of issues here.
Oh.
By the way, I mean, how often do you have to have it delivered?
About twice a day. No,
Is that true?
No. A couple times a week.
Right.
Yeah.
How long does the delivery person hang out? Do they just deliver and then leave? Like
you don't have to hang with them.
Hang out with them?
Sometimes it gets uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Sometimes they use bad language. Sometimes Ross Greenberg will say, look, you're Artie's heroin dealer. If it gets boring, try to mix it up a little bit. And they completely misread him.
Does the delivery person ever, like, once in a while, like, hand you the bag and then, like, pull it away real quick and, like, just fuck with you?
No, they don't want to. They want the money, so
they don't want to tease you with it?
That doesn't happen.
You're not in any mood to pull back the money, are you?
No, I'm not.
So when somebody, maybe let's put it this way, see if you can answer this. When somebody's habit is bad, like what generally would they spend a week?
Well, here's the thing. I never
5,000 sounds incredible.
I never shot it.
Right.
I believe John and Yoko were shooting it. You go through it way quicker.
Right.
So, I would say even adjusting $5,000 a week now would be a shitload of money to pay for heroin because heroin's cheap.
Could you have spent $7,500 a week?
No.
No, not that much.
He's saying he didn't go that way.
He didn't go that way.
It's cheaper.
Well, it's like I never smoked cocaine either. Right. For some reason, I had these levels, and I was at parties where
there was times you were afraid to go that.
Yeah, because I would have lived in that bottle, right. and I was at parties where I was handed a pipe, right. I just said no to that somehow because I thought that was another level. And if you smoke cocaine, the money just goes because then you just get rid of it so quick.
Do you think you're insane?
On some level, sure.
You do.
No, I mean, qualified.
I mean,
Are you
insane.
Do you think you're insane?
No, I don't think I'm insane.
In other words, do you think you have a death wish?
Oh.
Which would be insanity.
I think. Yes, I know that. Right. I think at one time I might have, but not anymore.
All right, good. All right, well, that's good.
Well, listen, Howard, I tried to commit suicide. Howard.
Right. So, are you insane?
No, I think I was at one point, but I'm not.
Now you're
saying? Listen, I'm not trying to be wah here, but the pain that I went through, the darkness of seeing my father the way he was, was so traumatizing to me. And my father asked me to kill him once a week.
Right.
And he was my best friend, and we did everything together. And when we played catch, my hand would hurt from how hard he threw the ball. And the last 4 years of his life, I had to wipe his nose. And it just it really was something I couldn't get out of my head. And I never went to therapy for it. And my mother always looked tired. She would set her while working.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, I'm just trying to answer
your father. No, I hear you. Your father exhibited a lot of bad behavior.
Yes.
You described a story that I thought was almost too outrageous to believe that he would, install, phony cable.
But never did drugs or drank or anything, which is weird. And he never gambled. It was weird.
Do you think a lot of your outrageous behavior is an attempt to be like your dad?
Absolutely.
It is.
1,000.
Because you admire him so much that all of his negative behaviors you think are good.
You could not be more correct. My father would tell me stories about how he used to fool around in school and get in trouble. And that absolutely made me want to do that.
So you think?
Wait a minute.
So you think that
on...
being a real man is behaving outrageously or
Probably
badly?
Well, no, not bad. But you see, because in a lot of ways, I'm a good man, Howard.
No, I'm not accusing you of being a bad man. You're a good-hearted guy.
Yeah, but
do you think outrageous and bad behavior
is manly?
Is manly?
Sure. In a way, there is. But I'm older now. I used to think that. I realize now, of course. I mean, listen, the stuff I do on an HBO show.
Forget HBO.
Right, okay.
I'm not talking about HBO. I'm talking about
You're talking about his life.
I'm talking about your life. I'm talking about doing outrageous things. Stuff that you don't even talk about here.
I think I'm mature enough now to realize that that's wrong. But for a long time, I thought that was what a man was. Absolutely.
Let me ask you something, though, because we were on the conversation about insanity.
Right.
And insanity is not regulatable.
That's right.
Okay? You can't control. That's what insanity is.
That's why I asked the question, because insanity means you're insane. It means, in other words,
it means you don't have a choice.
The only way that you can recover from it, if you want to call it a recovery, is to be medicated.
Right. You have to be controlled outside of yourself.
Absolutely.
So
you can't say, today I'm not insane.
Right. So
you are. If you're insane, that's it.
There's no
cure.
I was insane yesterday.
No, there isn't.
That temporary insanity defense. What do you think of that?
That's why I asked you if you think you're insane, because...
Well, do you think I'm insane?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking that something's going on where my recommendation, and I don't say this lightly, the reason I said you should be in therapy 4 or 5 days a week is to find out what's really going on with you. That
Right.
You should know what's going on with you.
Right.
In other words, you're an older guy with the heroin and stuff. That's dangerous stuff. I mean, you're playing with fire.
I understand.
And I love you, and I don't want to see anything bad happen to you. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart.
I know you do, Howard.
So the thing is that if you are insane, let's assume you are, they can medicate you.
Right.
And if they medicate you, you'll have a good life. There are many people I know in my personal life who are, mentally ill. And people go shocked when you hear, mental illness. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, let me hit fuzzy
I don't
health.
want anything bad to happen to you. So if you are mentally ill, they should medicate you. If you're not, then you got to get to the bottom of this anger.
But let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you something.
Right. Because you tried to commit suicide, and that scares me.
But I tried to commit suicide because I had just done coke for 3 days, and I ran out of it. And
so you might not be insane.
I don't think I am.
But taking coke for 3 days is insane.
I know. But so everyone who does coke for 3 days, there's a lot of people who do that. I mean,
and they're not all insane.
I don't think I'm insane. I don't think I'm insane.
Artie, sometimes the drug taking is an attempt at self-medicating because
of course it
of
is.
insanity.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, all right.
That could be behind the drug use,
But okay, and that's
it could be. I'm not a
completely
doctor.
understandable.
Yeah, I don't know.
I understand that.
Right.
But I'm not on any medication right now.
Right.
And for a couple of weeks on the show, I really was out of my mind, ruining interviews and shit.
Right.
And do you feel I've made an adjustment there?
No.
No?
No. You've made some adjustment, but not
Well,
really.
some adjustment.
Not really. No. I don't think so.
But some adjustment.
Some.
Right. So
I think you're having a hard time controlling yourself.
I'm going towards the.
Yeah. I think you're doing better. I just think that what I'm worried about.
That's on my own. So and I'm going to keep and listen. I will keep trying to do that.
There's something going on though that concerns me. That in doing your own rehab, I think you're going through a tremendous difficulty right now. You came off heroin, which
Right.
I applaud you, and I think is unbelievable. I mean, an amazing feat, because anyone who understands addiction, that ain't easy.
Oh, no.
This is the hardest thing you're going through.
It's not just the drug.
And I don't think you even know inside of you how, forget the physical addiction,
Right.
the psychological addiction. That emptiness now, that void that isn't filled, has to be filled some other way.
Well, it's the Charlie Parker quote. They can get it out of your blood, but they can't get it out of your brain.
Right. When you're
But
an
not only
addictive person,
that, whatever you were taking it for, you're now subject to having to control
right.
or
You're
face.
feeling
Yeah.
things. Thoughts are creeping in that
Absolutely.
the heroin would dampen. In a way, you were medicating whatever it is that's bugging you, whether it is insanity, whether it's just the death of your father, whether it's the combination of everything that goes on in the pressures of your life. Whatever's going on now, you're starting to feel.
Right.
And I think
That's a hell of a thing to have to go through on your own.
I know I have trouble negotiating my feelings. That's why I'm there 3 days a week. I can't imagine what it's like for you coming off heroin. That's why I'm saying.
Well, I am going. I'm going, and it's 2 days a week now. But I'll tell the guy I want more. I believe you, Howard.
I'm telling you. I think that I'm worried because, listen, you're a dear friend. But aside from working with you, forget the work. I'm talking about you're a good-hearted human being and a good man and a funny guy and a talented guy. And I think that this is a lot of pressure you're going through right now.
It is.
And I recognize that.
Thank you.
But you got to get assistance. I mean, you got to find out what's going on inside of you, because no one can do that on their own. Very few people, so, unless you're, so self-evolved that you can figure out what's going on.
And I'm not.
And I'm not either. So I'm not trying to set myself as an expert.
And there are some people who it's just a drug thing, and they just get off the drugs and they're fine. But if the drug was something to cover up something else.
Sure it was.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
You see, let me tell you something. Well, this is why I enjoy therapy now, and it's working. Just this conversation makes me feel better.
Right.
It does,
Because
and I appreciate it.
Right. Well,
because
people care about
because it's with people I respect.
Right.
Okay, and I respect this guy a lot.
Good.
And God, is he a wise soul? And
But
and
here's the other thing. You also tend to turn everybody into either they're the greatest or
the
shittiest.
worst. All right.
He's a man.
I understand.
He's got expertise in this area.
Right.
He's going to sit with you. Some days you're going to hate him. Some days you're going to love him.
Right.
But he knows what he's doing. I know the guy's credentials.
Yes.
I was involved with that.
I know the guy's address. He better know what he's doing.
Right. He better, because there's a lot of money going on.
Yeah,
But as I said when you were first talking about it, it's a commitment you have to make to go through the rough patches
Yeah.
and
It ain't gonna
this
be easy.
lovely honeymoon.
Right. This is
thing
a
that's
honeymoon
going
phase.
on here.
I went to my psychiatrist and I said, I can't fucking stand this anymore.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be here. I want to get out. And by the end of the session, I felt great. So it was like, you're always going to have those feelings you want to get away from therapy.
Right.
I just say, look, who the hell knows what's going on? You've had a volatile past. The horror of your father, as you point out. And who knows what else went on there. You might have blocked out a lot of shit that you don't even know really what went on.
Well, I mean, I can tell you for one thing, I was never abused in any way.
I don't
no,
mean
no,
that.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no. That
saying
does
that.
nothing.
I mean, I know. I'm just saying.
Me neither. I mean, look at us. Who's going to abuse us? No one's attracted to us.
Abuse comes in many colors.
Believe me, I wish someone would have abused
No,
me.
I'm just
At least
saying. I
someone
just
paid attention.
and anybody can formulate an opinion on what you just said. I just want to make sure I was not
I'm
abused.
not talking about abuse.
Right, I understand.
You know,
And you're right,
If
a lot-
anything, my abuse was people ignored me because of the way
That
I
was
looked.
terrible for you.
Right. I wish someone would have touched me inappropriately.
I want to be
did.
abused. What's
So
wrong
anyway,
with me?
listen. Right. This is a topic for off the air, but the fact of the matter is.
So let's do it on.
Let's do it on. No. What I'm saying
So much
is,
better on.
No, I
imagine
appreciate
even this episode with Joe Buck.
Right.
While I believe it was, television for me, anything goes. I'm not uptight. But I have a feeling even this weighs on you more heavily than you even know.
Mm-hmm.
That this is a lot of attention all of a sudden.
It is.
And there's a lot of pressure in it. Even the way, like, you're trying to convince this sports guy
Russo.
that you
Russo,
were
Mad
funny.
Dog.
You're
You're convincing the mad dog.
you're
I'm
caught
turning
up,
into the man.
You're caught up in a lot here, and there's a lot going on top of which you're running around the country promoting this book, doing stand-up.
It's a crazy month.
And you just got off heroin. So
it's nuts.
I'm saying this whole schedule sounds crazy to me. Everything about this sounds crazy to me.
Right.
Is what I'm saying to you. And, there's got to be time also to just sit down, relax, get in touch with your thoughts.
You're right.
And
Read a
really
book.
focus on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see that happening here. I see a lot of busyness to keep you busy, to keep you off of the heroin.
Off of Artie.
Yeah. Keep you away from it. Keep you off Artie, keep you off heroin, keep you off whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
There's a lot of running around. There's a lot of energy going on here. And I'm
A
just,
lot of distractions is what they call it.
and I hope the psychiatrist will sit with you and try and sort of say, hey, Artie, slow down. Learn to say no to a few things.
Well, that's what
Calm down.
he said. He goes, because I called him from L.A. and he's like, well, where are you going? Like, I told him my schedule.
Right.
And up until July
Crazy.
1st, it is crazy.
And even with this show, it's like not everything has to happen at once. Like I always say to Artie, this is a long haul. We have another year and a half. Let's slow it down. Let's just take it easy. There's a lot of panic and pressure here going on. And I worry about you. And I've said this to you off the air, and I'll say it to you on the air. You're a friend, a dear friend. You're a good-hearted man. And I hope the audience doesn't forget that because, a lot of people are saying they hear Artie's anger. They hear he's vicious right now. You're a good guy. You're a good-hearted soul. And I know that about you. But I'm hoping and praying that you do take some time for yourself. Sit down. Yeah, okay, so you don't go away and do stand-up for a week, and it's going to cost you money for not doing stand-up, but
who cares?
I'd rather you spend
screw the money.
go to a shrink, and sit there and talk about yourself, even till you're sick of talking about yourself, till you break through, until you get to understand what's going on, and let him understand who you are.
Right.
Because if the theory is that you're insane, good, get medicated. That's easy. That they can fix. If it's not insanity that you're doing this to
Howard
yourself.
makes this all. Not everybody is capable of dealing with the medication either.
That's right.
It's not that easy.
No, what I'm saying is
like
this is
a whole
complicated.
thing.
So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, I don't think Artie's insane.
I don't either.
But I'm saying is, go get
if I was
diagnosed.
insane, Howard, I don't think you'd keep me here. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
you don't know that for sure, Artie. I've seen him hire insane people.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm sitting 2 feet from him every day.
they
Insane people
couldn't
aren't-
keep the job.
Yeah, insane people, listen.
Right.
I'm being dramatic for purposes on the air, but the fact of the matter is, we don't know what's going on inside of you, nor do you.
You know what? You're right.
I don't know what's going on inside of me.
That's what's scary.
I'm having somebody diagnose me and help me.
And you know what? And for years, I pushed that away, and now I'm embracing it.
All right, there you go.
And and it's a lot of credit goes to you for that, man, and I appreciate it. You found the guy, and I love the guy.
Well, Artie,
The
as
one
important
thing-
as all of this is,
Yeah, but the one thing I would like to say is, because I much like Artie, I am fascinated by people who are out of control, because he's always talking about, his hero, Keith Richards and John Belushi, and, every hero he has, Charlie Parker, they're all crazy. And and they were literally insane.
That's right.
And I was watching that Hunter S. Thompson thing, or Thomas, whatever his name
Hunter
was.
S. Thompson.
Thompson.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Well, I wasn't watching that. I was watching a documentary about him.
Yeah.
And the man's brilliant, but he's in pain every day of his life. And he's taking ththese drugs to try to get out of his own head. And eventually, it took a long time, but he eventually killed himself. And it was like, that's what I worry about with Artie, is the darkness.
That's right.
That severe.
Well, that's why it has to be diagnosed.
Well, and
you can't get diagnosed in a day on something like that. So
Hunter S. Thompson, I believe, blew his off at the age of 60 because that's the exact age Hemingway did. I think he said, Hemingway blew his off when he was 60, and that's what I'm going to do. Believe me, guys, I promise you, I'm not in that place. I'm not there.
All right.
I'm not
That's
there.
good.
I'm far from it, as a matter of fact. I might be annoying, but I'm happy.
By the way, as important as all of this is, there's something more important to discuss. Everybody is here for the Bang My Dad update.
By the way, I saw these people. This was so funny. I saw them on the street yesterday as I'm driving. The two daughters and the father, and he had a smile on his face.
Yeah, well, we'll find out what happened right after this. Let's take a break. Everybody calm down.
Wow, that was a rough hour, man.
Well, listen, you're the toast of the town. You're the
I'm
man
just
of
saying,
the hour.
I don't even care about that shit. I mean, I appreciate the last 10 minutes here, but, I promise you, I'm doing better, and I'm working on everything really hard because I want to be alive forever now.
Yes.
And I got a second chance. A doctor told me I'm lucky to be healthy. I always thought I was going to die from health issues, and he said, no, if you can control your anger and stuff and not destroy yourself, you'll be around for a long time.
You might actually live.
And I want to live for a long time.
Well, that's good news.
All right.
Not to everybody on the Stern Fan Network, but I do want to live for a long time.
The Stern Fan Network wants everyone dead.
It is weird that it's getting this much attention, though. I mean, Joe Buck, if he pretends to be upset about this, I really think it's stupid. But again, I don't want to show any anger.
There was one line in that whole thing, and it happened to be the very first line,
Right,
that maybe Artie would take back or change it and make it a little less...
I wouldn't take it back because it got a reaction. But Scott's right. It was strong. But if you take that line out, I don't think there's that much of a deal right now.
Yeah,
but I mean, look, I said the jizz line during the internet part.
Well, listen to that. Maybe we're desensitized because where we work, but I tell you, we all laugh.
And everyone in the crowd was laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, did you hear me bomb? I didn't bomb.
No.
Yeah, Ross Greenberg did not return our phone call.
Of course not. Ross Greenberg, I don't think is operating on a ton of brain power.
Joan, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Good
Welcome
morning.
back.
I'm thrilled to be back.
How you doing?
I have lots of plugs, so I'm doing fine.
What are you going to be talking about
look,
today?
I forgot you have food. I wouldn't have spent money. Oh, look at, well, not bad.
It's been gone. So what are you going to be talking about today?
Jay, where are we going?
Right here.
I'm going to be talking about Melissa trying to adopt a child.
Really?
Yeah.
And what about winning Celebrity Apprentice?
Oh, we can discuss that, but I'm not going to say anything bad. Howard's going to...
You're not going to... No stories for Howard?
Oh, sure, stories, but not about Donald Trump. I'm not stupid.
No, of course not.
Yeah, no. But, glad to talk about people.
All right, John.
Okay, good to talk to you.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Joan Rivers is here. She's performing stand-up this Thursday night at the Gramercy Theater in Manhattan. I can't wait to talk to Joan. Joan Rivers, of course, has been around the block. I'll ask her about the death of Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
Among other things.
And how she killed him.
That's right. I didn't know she killed him. That's interesting.
Well,
fact.
this is an interesting alibi. She's here.
Right.
Right.
And
Okay.
he died out there.
Well, there's, you could hire somebody.
Anyway, Joan Rivers also was just on the Celebrity Apprentice, which I have to ask her about.
Didn't she win?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I got to ask her. I didn't even watch it, but I know she called a professional poker player a Nazi.
Hello.
And worse than... Oh, what are you eating? Boy, you almost fell over.
Oh, man.
Beware of Jews bearing gifts.
What do you got? A baby?
You're carrying a baby? Did you have a baby?
Yes,
It looks like you're holding a baby.
I had a baby. It's so wonderful. I'm so proud.
What do you think of these women who are of advanced age and they go to these
60
doctors,
years
60
old.
years old, and they have babies? It's crazy, right?
That's advanced to you. To me, that's a kid.
Right, you wish. What are you holding there? Because it's making a lot of noise.
I know.
Joe.
I'll get rid of it. I hate when people, you're going to Howard Stern. Give me a gift.
Who said that?
Somebody get, but it's from God's Love We Deliver, so, which is my charity.
I give to them.
He can afford food, Joan.
Yeah.
I know,
Don't
but-
bring me food. In fact, I contribute to God's love we deliver.
That's why I think it's an apron or something.
Can I tell you something? I always go crazy if they send out a letter to me or send a gift. Give it to the people who need it.
Thank you. I used to be of cystic fibrosis, and they would send me 69 roses, and I'd say, you know what that costs?
You're right.
Send it, keep it for the
Can I tell you what I thought that was going to be when you were carrying it? I
Yeah.
thought it was Ed McMahon's head.
is he dead?
He died, Ed McMahon.
He died this
Yes.
morning.
Did he leave me anything?
I don't think he left
I
himself
don't think
anything.
they cracked open the will just yet.
He left you the Tonight Show.
How
They
do
need you back.
How do you feel?
Bless you, my darling.
How do you feel about the death of Ed McMahon? I want you to think
Truly?
about this. Yeah, truly.
Truly, he was the only one when Johnny Carson was a shit
Right.
and wasn't talking to me and putting out all these lies that he came over to me once in the Beverly Hills Hotel and said hello. He was a lovely man.
I was reminding people of your
Lovely
history
man.
with the Tonight Show because a lot of people don't understand who you really are.
Yeah, well.
You were the greatest. You filled in. Let's remind people why you are the greatest. You used to go on the. No, listen to me. What do you mean? Why are you waving me
You know
off?
this is all
cares?
written and you planned for him to say this.
You love when I say this. No, this is. I'm trying to refresh your own memory. I know you're a little oivaboodle.
Well, this age.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
You're Goya Shakub.
You understand oivaboodle?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So listen to me. Now you're sharp as a tack, but listen to me. The reason I'm bringing up this old history. You were a guest on the Tonight Show. You were so good. Johnny put you on as a guest host.
Right.
When you started to guest host, your ratings were higher than Johnny's.
Right.
And so they said to you, you're now the permanent guest host. You would have replaced Johnny Carson, but you moved to Fox.
Because they had a letter out saying, here are the 10 people that can replace Johnny. And it was all men. I wasn't on it. And a friend of mine slipped it to me from NBC. So I left to go to Fox.
So you're saying after all that went down and Johnny badmouthed you
Yeah.
and everyone was mean to you,
Yeah.
you are saying that Ed McMahon was man enough to come up to you somewhere and say, you know what, Joan, I don't feel this way about you.
Yeah,
But
and
please don't tell Johnny.
And that
Right.
truly, to do that in public, Johnny was very vindictive. He was not this warm, fuzzy guy. He was a mean, tough killer. That's why he got what he got.
Was Ed McMahon good? Was he a talented man?
I think in what he did, he was brilliant.
Right. In other
He
words,
set the form for that, which is, look at these sycophants you have here. You know what I mean? These guys, they know how to kiss your
Don't
ass.
talk to Howard that way.
but you, in other words,
How
what you're
dare
saying
you.
is like Stuttering John, who used to work here, has now become the announcer on the Tonight Show. He had aspirations to be the Ed McMahon. You're saying it might not be as easy as it looks.
Oh, it's not. You know, you got to know when to laugh, when to shut up, when to move over, when not to talk. Oh, it's not. Yeah, and you got to always be second fiddle and know you're second fiddle.
Right, and be satisfied with that. Shouldn't Ed have spoken out about you publicly rather than do it in a supermarket?
He couldn't. He would have lost his job.
He would have lost his job. Do you believe that Ed was worth $80 million? At one point, I remember reading that before all the wives and all that other stuff.
Well,
You know,
there were
we all
wives
know.
in between there.
So let's make it 40 million. You know,
Okay,
we all
right.
know already.
It's a little high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also married one ass after, one little piece of ass after
right.
the next.
He liked hot chicks.
He liked hot chicks.
He was trying to keep up with Johnny in that way.
Yeah, well,
And
but
he
then
did.
he should have beaten them up.
Did Ed ever try to... Right, that's right.
Ooh, I forgot
Did
about
Ed
that.
ever try to come on to you, to put his finger inside of you? Or if I may be
Even my own
graphic.
husband didn't come on to me.
Yeah.
I am the only one.
No,
The
you had
thinnest
your
book-
you had your slew of suitors.
I had a few I had
Whatever.
one now that just dumped me.
Yeah, I heard you got dumped
What?
again.
Got dumped again last Sunday.
And how old was the guy?
75.
Can you believe 70? I mean, you
His
look
nurse had to
good.
dump me.
I showed you a picture.
75-year-olds are dumping you?
I just showed you a picture on David Letterman, and even David Letterman said, "Boy, she looks good." I showed a picture from my wedding.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. See, nobody does any nice things.
Well, of course not. Why would they tell you
I
that?
just want to do a sidebar. If you had said, "Here's Joan Rivers, doesn't she look like a pig?" I would have had 9 phone calls the next day saying, Howard Stern showed your picture and said you look like a pig.
No, even Dave said you look good.
Oh well, Dave, he's got cataract.
And the
look
fact,
that,
and the fact of the he still doesn't have you on, does he, Letterman?
Never.
Unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
Why won't Letterman have you on? You're so good. You were great on this Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah.
You
and you won, right?
I won.
Yeah, you're the
I won.
victor.
And guess what I got?
What did you get?
Nothing.
Nothing, because it goes to charity. Great. That's just what you need. Nothing.
Nothing.
Are you in financial trouble yourself? Are you?
Sort of.
You are. And I'll get back to this guy who
Again?
dumped you. Yeah. What is going on now?
I wish I could say Bernie Madoff, but
You don't even have that luck.
Ruth.
Ruth
Madoff.
Oh, Ruth. You went with Ruth. No, Joan, explain to me. You came out of bankruptcy. You worked very hard to get back to where you were.
I live very high, Howard. I have
know.
a great life, and I live very high.
What is high? I mean, okay,
High
clothes
is-
you wear.
I spent my apartment is gorgeous.
This outfit you're wearing is spectacular.
It's
This
a great
leather jacket.
outfit.
That's
You
expensive.
own that apartment, though. You're not renting.
I own it, but the maintenance is so high. There's only
Yeah.
8 of us in the whole building.
You're selling your apartment now.
Theoretically,
You're asking $25 million.
$25 million. It's not worth it.
Beautiful
It's
apartment.
not worth $25
I
million.
am looking for a foreigner that doesn't understand that.
I've been to your apartment. It's quite beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's not worth $25 million, but I think
What do you
somewhere
think
there's
it's
a Russian.
What do you think it's realistically worth?
I don't know. I don't know. But I do know there is a rich Russian out there somewhere that is going to go da.
Why are you selling? You are the quintessential New Yorker. Are you looking to move to Los Angeles to be near your daughter?
I want to do half and Melissa actually said to me, which I found, wait till you, with your daughters. I was out there doing the play last year, and she said, it is so wonderful to have you in the same city.
Right.
Finally,
it respects you.
Isn't that funny? It is so wonderful. It's wonderful for Cooper. So I said, you know what I'll do? I'll get a smaller place in New York. I'm a New Yorker.
Right.
So I'll get like a beautiful, real apartment.
Right.
And because this apartment's a fantasy.
Right. This is a home.
And a big.
Yeah.
It's 3 floors and whatever. And I'll get a small house in L.A.
Right.
And be able to be. I flew out there to do Passover for Cooper
Right.
to remind him that he's Jewish.
So are you? Yeah, that's a good idea. Did you sell? I mean, is the idea that you're overextended, and if you
I'm
could get
overextended. I think I have a house in Connecticut. I have foreign help up there.
Wow.
Doing.
They're there now, even though you're not.
Doing
nothing.
Doing nothing.
What are they doing in Connecticut? You're not even there.
Well, I thought I was going to be more.
You claim that you want to teach Cooper that he's Jewish.
To a point.
Yeah, I mean,
How is he going to
wasn't
figure
it
this
true?
whole thing?
Didn't he make anti-Semitic remarks to you, and that's when you decided to start teaching him about his
Yes,
Judaism?
well, he called me a big fat Jew, Jew pig. So I said,
we might have to teach
I'm
you.
not big.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unbelievable. No, he told you lived in Hymietown, didn't he?
What are you doing in Hymietown?
All right, get back to this for a second. I'm going to get to your finances in a minute because I want to understand how you went horribly wrong.
I also want to talk about Melissa's adopting another child, we think.
You're kidding? From Malawi?
No, because we're so jealous of Angelina. With all suddenly, like, she's the big mother image.
You're going to get a black grandchild?
We're going to get a child from Australia, we think, from a click tribe.
No kidding, a pygmy.
Its name is...
A pygmy?
Well, I don't know. We said it's a...
You must be having a riot with this one.
Yeah, well, every time it talks, the garage door's open.
Why does she want another kid? What is that about?
This is a joke, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's a joke that it's a pygmy.
Will you accept? Will you accept the adopted grandchild, or will you?
Not at all.
I thought so. You're very judgmental.
No, I think it's great. It can work for me.
But haven't you always said looks are the most important thing in the
Totally.
world?
So I don't want an ugly grandchild.
That's what I'm saying.
These children can be beautiful.
Yeah, show me one beautiful pygmy name.
No, but you're right. You're never going to know if the child's going to be beautiful.
It's a supermodel.
That's right. You
And
don't
even
know.
if it says to me, I want plastic surgery, how do you know what it's saying?
Let me ask you something, Joan. You say you got dumped by a 75-year-old man. Is that an incredible blow to your ego? I mean,
Yes.
that has to be.
At this age, how can you dump me?
What goes on? What do you do to these men?
Very little.
How did he dump you, and how
I
did he
think
tell
when
you?
I was faking orgasm, I did it in the bad ear.
Where did you meet
He
this
couldn't
guy?
hear it.
Where did you meet this guy?
I was introduced to a friend, and we
Right.
had 2 amazing dinners.
Right.
Amazing.
What makes an amazing dinner? I mean,
Just you click, and even at this age, it's all just
chemistry,
right? And chemistry and
and
talking.
would you kiss at your advanced age and stuff?
Well, if the nurses could stand us up.
Do you have a full-time nurse now?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
You really do? You're not joking. You're not kidding.
She gave you one managers. Just get her a nurse.
Yeah, that's right.
Where does
A
your nurse stay?
full-time nurse.
Is your nurse always in the
She
apartment?
sleeps at the foot of my bed.
No, come on. I heard you have a full-time
No,
nurse.
do you really think
that?
I'm going to tell you. I'm not making that up.
Why would I have a nurse?
Yeah, I heard you have a nurse. Listen,
Who tells you these
I'm going to
things?
tell you in a minute.
A nurse.
You have a nurse.
Howard.
I'm telling you. Every 8 hours, this woman has to inject Joan with Botox. Joan has a live-in caretaker.
No, that's called a housekeeper.
Oh, is that what we're
Obviously,
calling it?
this-
Oh.
Obviously, that's some serf that wrote that doesn't understand you have a housekeeper
All right. So
named Debbie.
So your caretaker is a housekeeper.
Yes.
All right. So let me understand something. This guy, 75 years old, lucky enough to be going out with a superstar, Joan Rivers.
And I was very charming.
Right, I bet. And you were on good behavior. You didn't insult
Great
him.
stories.
You weren't sarcastic.
No.
No. And
Sorry about his dead wife.
so you go out 2 times with the guy. You go to dinner with him.
Yeah, really good times.
No sex, I would assume. At
Not
that point.
yet.
All right, not yet. Had he gotten your top off at least?
Well, yes, but only in the restaurant.
How do you hold out at this age? You ought to do it on the
Yeah,
table.
Joan, I mean,
on
how
the
much
first
time do you
date.
have? Put out. Did you not have? I mean, there was no kiss.
No.
There was no
So
kissing?
my friends
Oh.
all said, I was in town for one extra day. I was going to go to England. So my friends all said, call him and say your plane is delayed, which it was.
Right.
So I thought, and they say to me, like you said, you haven't got time to be cute.
Yeah.
You better hurry. Your
Get to it.
You're already coughing and sneezing.
Yeah, right. I mean, love
You
is in the air.
better-
Seize it. Seize the moment.
Seize the moment.
Right.
So I called him up, and he was so cold on the phone.
Jewish guy?
No.
No.
Well, you could never have gotten married.
No,
anyway.
we couldn't have gotten married.
Why? And did you say to him, "Why are you so cold?"
No, I was so taken back that I got off the phone very quickly. And then you want to say, how dare you? All I was calling it was say, Mike Plainsley, do you want to have a cup of coffee?
And he was like, "No."
No, why are you calling? I said, well, I'll see you when you come back to New York. Well, I don't know when I'm coming back to New York. I said, then you start doing, I didn't say, when are you coming back to New York? I said,
Wow.
I'll see you when you come back to New York. Well, I don't know when I'm coming. Oh, shut up.
He turned into a giant. asshole.
Very
You think
sad.
another chick was with him? Do you think that's what was going on?
Somebody said another chick.
Yeah. Another
I
hot
was
chick?
an old hen.
Another old hen? You think some old bag was with him?
Some old bag was clucking around.
What do you
there.
think you did wrong? Do you ever self-analyze? Do you ever get critical of yourself and
Oh,
say,
I think I do everything wrong.
I mean, you look glamorous as ever.
Yeah, but then I open your mouth. I always go for the joke.
I know. You don't know how to
Can
be
you
demure.
ever just be?
Can't be a lady. What is your problem?
I don't know.
Why can't you just lay off the freaking material for a few minutes
Because
and
I
sit there
see-
like a lady?
I see life funny.
I know.
I went to see Peter Pan with Prince Charles last week.
Wow.
And when they said, and he's so elegant and darling, and he's there because they're giving money to his foundation, and he's in the royal box, and I'm there with him.
Right, it's a big deal. Okay.
So when they say, do you believe in fairies? So I leaned over and said, you want it alphabetically?
So,
And he can't laugh. He goes,
and let me role play a date. Pretend I'm one of these old geezers.
Hello.
Yeah. Is that the voice you put on? Let me hear your voice. Let me hear your sexy voice.
Hello. Can I help you sprinkle your wife? I don't know. So tell me,
Are you lonely?
are you only when I'm having an MRI? See, that's the trouble.
But I like that. I like a woman with a sense of humor. You run Celebrity Apprentice, and this, I never heard of half of these celebrities on Celebrity Apprentice. I mean, you're a legitimate, bona fide celebrity.
Well,
I was even surprised you agreed to do it.
I wanted to see. You wanted the truth?
I mean, you're a big deal.
I wanted to. 2 reasons. One, Melissa did it with me, so she got to live with me for 5 weeks, which
Okay.
was great.
All right, you love that.
Love that.
So to get Melissa to live with you, you have to be on TV.
Be on TV. That's right.
So we got to be in the kitchen late at night together. That was
Right.
great. And the other thing, truly, I love challenges.
You do.
And they give you a challenge, and they say to you, When was the last time someone said to you, okay, Howard, go out, write the copy, take the pictures, get this done by tomorrow. We want a whole new slogan for
Sounds exhausting.
Chicken of the Sea.
Right.
And then you do it.
And you like that.
I loved it.
That stimulates your mind.
Yeah, love doing it.
Do you think your daughter likes you? I mean, the fact is, I don't know. I really don't know about this. She moved out to California.
Well, she had to because the ex-husband's in California and they split the children 50-50.
Okay, all right. That's a good reason.
No choice.
All right, so you get on there, you like a challenge on Celebrity Apprentice, you get on, and you mixed it up with this professional poker player. And you even,
Annie Douche.
Who is she to make fun of you? I mean, I never even heard of her. I never heard of her.
It became good versus evil. It was just don't go there. It's not even funny.
You said, I believe a professional poker player is like a dirtbag.
I believe a professional poker player is... I understand what they do on the table, and that's great. But when you stand up from the table, you do not be duplicitous and sneaky. You know, everything that people do to play poker, to be a good poker player, is a bad thing in real life.
What did she do to you? I didn't see the show. I mean, she just rubbed you the wrong way?
No, it was always very two-faced, a lot of lies backstage, allegedly, a lot of... coming to the boardroom all sweet. Meanwhile, has just done bad things.
But you two were playing a game. She was using her game playing skills.
To a point.
To a point.
Howard, then I'm not a good game player.
Right.
I still think if you say I'm not a poker player.
Right.
But that's it.
Right.
I just found it. You don't turn people against each other. You don't whisper to Howard.
But you found her gross. In other words,
I found her just you couldn't trust her, and she did bad things behind her back, allegedly.
It is a strange way to make a living when you think about it.
Yeah, but I'm not putting her down. She's a very smart cookie.
Right.
But would I have her to the dinner table? I don't think so.
I see. All right. Well, that's it. So now, you've been dumped by this guy, this 75-year-old guy.
Yes.
Who fixed you up with this guy? How'd you meet him?
A very dear friend who said, I think the two of you get along. We did for 2 meals. And it was so nice to have someone pick up the check.
I could tell this one upsets you.
Yeah.
This was.
She thought something was going to happen.
Yeah.
And this was a guy with money, huh?
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
He picked up the check.
Oh, that was nice.
That was already a start.
If I went out with you, I'd expect you to pick up the check.
They all do.
I know, it's terrible.
Venus de Milo pushes it across with her chin.
What? Now, you're a good businesswoman. You're
just constantly selling everything.
Jewelry and schmatas. I mean, you're constantly busy.
Look where I'm going, which we're going to talk about later.
I'll talk about that. But I don't understand what happened to you financially. How much money have you lost in this down economy?
I lost a lot in this down economy.
Were you mostly invested
in the stock market? I lost. We all lost. Who didn't lose?
Everybody did.
Everybody.
Yeah. Oh, forget about it.
So I lost a lot. And
how much are we talking about?
I'm certainly half.
Half.
I'm not. There's no sad songs for me.
Yeah, I know. But do you think that the 75-year-old guy read in the paper that you were down on your luck and that's why he dumped you?
That, and I was going through his wallet when he was in the men's room.
I mean, half your money is gone.
Yeah.
It's very upsetting.
If you think about it.
Right.
But you're not downsizing because of money.
No,
I feel she's selling the apartment because of it.
I'm selling the apartment because I truly would like to do half and half, and my accountant says you can't.
I see. All right. Well, then
I have an accountant that, those kind of, you can't, you're overspending.
Why not sell your home in Connecticut?
I can't sell Connecticut. It's the most beautiful house.
Why can't you sell it? You mean
nobody's buying second houses?
You're kidding me. Nobody. One. You have it on the market and you can't sell it.
Have it on the market for a year, not one person has seen it.
Wow.
Even come to look at it.
And it's beautiful.
It's fabulous.
Well, she always lives in a fabulous place.
It's fabulous in a Connecticut way.
Aren't there some rich people left in this country?
I'm talking to them.
Yeah, I ain't buying.
I can see the two of you in a little love nest in Connecticut.
Oh, please.
84 acres.
You ain't the only one who got
yourself.
killed in the stock market. So Comedy Central is going to roast you.
They're roasting
Are you going to be able to take that? I mean, it's going to be vicious. Oh, come on. She's very sensitive.
But she can give it back.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But it's going to be
Who's roasting you?
Kathy Griffin. So that's going to
Do
be
you like her?
I adore her.
I like Kathy.
Adore her. We're literally good friends. Yeah. We have dinners together. You know what I mean?
You do. You sit
we're
and have
girlfriends.
Dinner. What's off limits at your roast? Everyone has off limits. What can't they joke about?
Yeah. I said off limits. Really nothing. What are they going to do? Plastic surgery jokes, we've heard them.
All right.
Husband suicide, we've heard it.
So they can make fun of Edgar's death?
Of course. Well, I do.
They can make fun of your plastic surgery. Can they make fun of Melissa?
Not where she can't answer them back.
Is she going to be there?
No.
She is not.
Oh, then we can't make fun of Melissa.
But we can't, yeah, if she's not going to be there to answer her back, how are you going to make fun of her?
Do you want to come on?
No.
Robin?
Do you want to come on?
wanna be
Hell
the
no.
butt of
I'm
those
not
jokes.
going to. Artie will do it.
Oh, Artie will do anything.
Artie loves to roast.
Artie's at my doorstep every night, and I've been saying I want Artie.
Yeah, Artie's asleep. Leave him alone.
I'll leave him alone.
Yeah, right. He went to
God
bed.
bless him, he's inside.
That's right. He's working things out over there. So, anyway, so you will be able to handle it. Now, first of all, you can see Joan performing stand-up this Thursday night at the Gramercy Theater in Manhattan. I did mention that earlier.
Yes.
Also, for tickets, go to spincyclenyc.com and see Joan host How'd You Get So Rich, premiering August 6th at 9 p.m. on TV
That's
Land.
right. You got a new show coming
Now,
up.
what is that going to be? You're going to interview rich people about how they got rich.
It's we've done it already. 6 are in the can, and what I wanted to, I'm so tired of people. Oh, I can't get. Yeah. I'm so sick of this whole group that says they can't do it. So we went out. We found people that got rich in crazy ways that could happen to you.
Right.
And they live so differently. Each person is so different.
How do people get rich? The people.
How
you
about the guy
interview.
that invented the slanket, which is you put your arms through the blanket?
Yeah. Is that selling
He
that
was
big?
high in his college dorm room,
Right.
and so they cut holes in his blanket. And then his mother sewed sleeves on, ha, ha, ha. And then they gave it to an uncle they didn't like for Christmas. And the uncle called up and said, I need 6 more for friends.
Wow. You're kidding. And it's called a slanket.
It's called a slanket.
Is he a billionaire?
He's about $70 million. Later.
$70 million.
About. And how he lives and what he spent it on.
What do you spend it on?
Different things. You know, some of them buy islands, some of them buy Maseratis.
Maserati
Shows you how I'm into cars.
Yeah. But it's interesting. I love to hear these
We
success
have
stories.
one great guy down in New Orleans that still lives in the house, owns like a joker, owns New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
But he still
From
lives in-
nothing. Lives in the same house
That he
and
grew
doesn't
up
have a
in?
maid that he
No.
grew up in. So everybody's
Why is that?
So
Is that a
good.
sickness?
I think he's just darling. I loved him, Blaine. Loved him.
And he owns half of New Orleans, and
Yeah.
he won't spend a dime on
It's not
himself.
that he won't spend a dime. He's comfortable in his home, and he goes to his neighborhood bar.
Then what's the point of having all that money? Give it away.
Well, what do you think I was nice to him for?
Right. Give it to you.
Oh, Blaine, I
You could
said.
use it. So, all right. You got the show, How'd You Get So Rich? I feel you're on a roll, kind of, career-wise.
Yeah, I guess.
Comedy Central will roast you.
Yes.
And you don't
On
get paid for
August
that, though,
9th.
do you?
You get something, I guess.
You get a little
They always
something?
say give it to charity. Yeah.
Right. And, you know, a lot of people don't know this about Joan, and I've never told this before. Do you know that her father tried to have her committed to Bellevue?
Yeah.
Because she was going to become a stand-up comedian.
Wow.
Do you realize when Joan became a stand-up comedian, women did not become stand-up comics.
That's right.
It didn't happen. When you see girls today like Sarah Silverman,
right,
and you see them thriving, the girls on Saturday Night Live, Kathy Griffin, do you ever say, those bitches don't even know how hard I have it?
You know what I really say?
What do
I
you-
can still take you.
You feel you can still beat them. You still feel you're better.
No question. I'm working better than ever.
You're better than Sarah.
You know what?
You're better
I'm
than
not
Sarah?
saying I'm better than Sarah.
That's what you're saying. You said you could take them.
Yeah.
In other words, when it came to a comedy fight, you would win.
I think I would win.
A showdown.
And I adore Sarah. I don't mean this against Sarah. I think she's genius. But, you know, I'll stand backstage someplace, and the girls will come over and say, oh, you're the icon, and you open the door, and you want to go fuck yourself.
Right.
I can still do it blindfolded.
In other words, you
That's why I
can.
did Celebrity Apprentice. Don't talk to me in the past.
In other words, you're still as relevant as they are. Don't talk about I'm an icon. I'm doing it in the
Sweetheart,
trenches.
I'm in the gutter with you right now.
Are you still writing new material?
Constantly.
Constantly.
Well, what I just wrote 2 days ago.
2 days ago you wrote that. Look, the road for you was never easy. When you were going to quit stand-up comedy, Lenny Bruce himself wrote you a note and told you to stay in stand-up comedy.
Yeah. Look how you know these things.
Of course
You're a
I
good
know it.
researcher. He said, you're right, they're wrong. Sent me a note.
What was he like, that Lenny Bruce?
So sexy.
Did you have sex with him?
I would have.
Yeah?
I'm going to say from now on I did.
So sexy, sexier than me, even.
Hardly. Well, Howard. You know,
Well,
when
not now.
You're in the Hall of Fame. But
Lenny Bruce was a
and
sexy man.
so sexy. And
Was it his mind, or you just saying his physical
no,
being?
physically he was terrific.
A good-looking guy.
Great-looking guy. And smart and funny. I mean, he was the whole package.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was so drugged.
He was so sick.
He would sit backstage, slumped over.
Really, because of the heroin.
Yeah, and then he would get up and
perform.
And you'd go, oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yes, that's
He was right on.
Right on.
When he died, were you...
I was devastated because I also used to go and see him at the end when he was so enmeshed in all the lawsuits and the legal stuff, and he wasn't even funny at that point. But you just went because it was Lenny Bruce.
Because something could have happened. Why didn't
it's
you...
like Sinatra at the end.
And you said he came on to you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do him?
I was stupid.
That was so good.
I had
Edgar, you're busy doing.
I had my fantasy was Lenny Bruce would say, "Marry me." We'd have to wake up the rabbi.
It would have been some scene, wouldn't it?
That would have been enlargement.
You've seen it all, my dear.
I've seen it all.
I love
Especially
it.
with the right eye.
Yes.
Left eye's a little
Not so good.
Cataract. You have to mention Vegas. They begged me.
All right, let me mention.
Oh, you're going to Vegas?
All right, I'm going to plug.
First time in 12 years.
Wow.
What do you mean? You don't do Vegas?
No. Nobody books me.
You're kidding me.
No.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I go to England. I'm a superstar. It's very interesting.
All those altar cockers in Vegas who play the slot machines don't want to see you?
But the older cockers are shocked with what I'm talking about.
I see. So in other words...
I need the younger
You
cockers.
need the young crowd. You need the young cockers. Gay pride shows at the Gramercy Theater.
We did that.
That happened Thursday, June 25th.
Yeah.
You got How'd You Get So Rich? That premieres Thursday, August 6th at 9 p.m. on TV Land.
Yeah.
Comedy Central Roast, Sunday, August 9th at 10 p.m. on Comedy Central. Then you have the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas.
That's
exciting.
what we're talking about.
That's a big
Now
deal.
we're talking.
So how'd you convince them to book you if no one was booking you?
Short money.
The last week in August and Labor Day weekend, August 27th through the 29th and September 3rd through the 5th. How many people do you travel with when you go to Vegas?
I travel with probably my assistant.
Right.
And then a hairdresser.
That's it?
Yeah.
Who does the makeup?
I do.
You do it yourself?
Yeah.
How do you know how to do that?
Because I have a wonderful woman named Adele. She puts it on in New York. And I just don't wash my face for 2 to 3 weeks.
She touches it up every day.
I touch it up.
You don't shower?
I shower, but the face stays out.
I know women like that on Long Island. They don't go to they go to the beauty parlor like on Monday. They get the blowout so the kinky hair will be straight. And then for the rest of the week, they take baths. They won't even take a shower. They can't wash their hair for at least 4 or 5 days, so the blowout will last.
And you swim. You can go overboard in the Titanic. And
You're
your
not
head's
getting
above.
that wet.
What day is your hair on right now? When's the last time you had it? This hair.
Today is what? Today is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
Oh, it's not that bad. Last Friday.
That's great. Yes, Ralph, quickly for Joan Rivers. She doesn't have time for you, but go ahead. I'll make some time. Yes.
Hey, Joan was so great on This Apprentice.
Thank you.
And the energy you had, it's like 12 o'clock at night, and she's still running around like crazy. It was fantastic, and the meltdowns were fantastic.
How does a woman your age still have that kind of energy?
It was amazing, Howard.
Running
That's
around.
why she slept through your wedding.
Ah, yes.
I didn't sleep through
I
his
know.
wedding.
I have to go.
I did not. I had the best time at his wedding.
You
I
slept
wasn't
through
the
it.
one who left.
Barbara Walters left.
I didn't notice.
She did the drive-by. She
I had a
she
great
took
time.
She took a few pictures, and then she Splitsville.
I loved your wedding, and I hope things are going well.
Do you? Things are going well. My marriage is very, very happy. So thank God. They said it wouldn't last.
Joan,
Yes,
can I ask
darling.
a question, though? Do you think that you give too much to Melissa? On that show, she appeared to be very coddled, and if you didn't do what she said...
Oh, no. Did you also notice
Do you
that...
feel Joan is trying too hard to get along with Melissa?
Yeah, and Melissa is trying to get along with her. You can see, it appears that Melissa has had plastic surgery, and she's a young girl. She doesn't need it.
She hasn't.
She hasn't had plastic surgery, has she?
Trying to make
No.
mommy happy.
Go ahead. Oh, do you think?
No.
Oh, do you think the relationship is too
I
pressured?
think she's very careful of me. I think she really worries about me and really protects me. It's a very... Remember, we're it. The family
The two
consists
of
of
you.
the two of us.
That's it. That's all.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, you have a grandson.
Yes, but you know, exactly.
but he doesn't even know he's Jewish.
We watch
can't
each
chip in
other's
right now.
backs.
That's right.
And probably maybe I'm too careful of her and she's probably too careful of me.
Well, you forced Melissa to have a nose job when she was 18, and
Yeah.
she's still angry about it.
She's furious about it.
Why is she angry? You've only made her better. What's wrong with her?
Do I know if I had been a stranger and done it, she would have said, "This wonderful woman." You know, we all
You know what it must have been? She probably feels in some way that she wasn't good enough for you.
You were rejecting
That
her.
you were rejecting her.
Oh.
And is that what she says? Mom, Wasn't I good enough with my old nose?
No.
She wasn't. You were
But
honest
at
about
this
it.
point,
I wasn't. Your father had a schnoz that went from here to the corner. He lived in South Africa. The nose was in England going to school.
Right.
At this point, though, doesn't Melissa have to have plastic surgery so she looks like a member of the family?
What would you
Right
do?
now, she looks the way I look if I hadn't.
Now, what would you do if you had a Sophie's choice? You're in a boat.
Yeah.
You only have to save one, Melissa or your grandson Cooper.
That's-
Who would you do? What would you do?
Oh.
You have to save one of them.
I will say this if you answer me with your 2 daughters.
Go ahead. I have 3 daughters.
3? Oh, that's even.
Right.
Well, get rid of one altogether. And then you have 2 left in the
Who do you get rid of altogether?
Right.
God, I don't know.
It's a tough one.
I would take. She would make me take Cooper.
She would make. But what would you do?
would be the choice.
But who would you take?
Melissa.
You would take Melissa.
Isn't that terrible?
Terrible.
I
But you
don't
could
know.
actually
I
make a
don't
difference.
know. I don't know.
She
I
hasn't been with the
adore
grandchild
Cooper.
that long.
You don't know Cooper that well. Let's be honest.
He's never given me anything.
No. And you got that money invested
But see, I
in
think
your daughter's
she-
nose.
I would take Melissa because she'd be holding Cooper.
Right. There you go. All right. Very nice answer. Listen, Joan Rivers, you are delightful.
I love you so much. You know.
I love you too. And you're a horrible person to answer that question that I just gave you. I love you.
But Melissa would hold on to Cooper.
That's
There
right.
it is.
I love you for that. I love you for that. Listen to me. You're terrific. You're hanging in there. You're doing your thing. You are right when you say you're as good as any of these young comics. I happen to agree.
I saw her live. She's great.
I
That's
love
right.
you so much.
No, we're not just saying it.
Well, you know, how many guests have you? Oh, let's not go there.
I'm not surprised your grandson Cooper hates the Jews. Listen, you're not easy to be with.
It's tough. It's
75-year-old
tough
guys
to
are
like the
dumping you. I mean, come on. Listen, see Joan Rivers. She's going to go up there. She's going to perform for you this Thursday night at the Gramercy Theater in Manhattan.
Yeah.
The chance to be near Joan is like no chance you've ever had. And for tickets, go to spincyclenyc.com and see Joan host How'd You Get So Rich? Premiering August 6th at 9 p.m. on TV Land. And then I'm going to watch for that roast on Comedy Central.
What, are we not selling anything on QVC this week?
I just came from yesterday.
Oh, okay.
She already cleaned them out. And
I had to think.
That's right. And then she's on her way to Iran. She's going to be the new Ayatollah.
Oh, okay.
They're looking for her. Listen, Joan, you did it all. You said it all. And you had a good appearance here.
I
That's
had a
all
great.
that
I
matters. That's it.
love coming.
We had a good time, that's all. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back. The great Joan Rivers.
Best to the little wife.
Thank you.
Joan, how'd it go?
Great.
It always goes great.
I just love being with him.
Now, what is it with Howard? You guys just click? You always have a good time?
Always, for the last 25 years, I have never come out of here unhappy.
Not once?
Not once. I just think he's just so fabulous.
Great.
Adore him.
All right, thanks for stopping by today, Joan.
Thank you.
I'll take a piss test right now. I'm not on any opiates, but I don't know. I lean back and I love Joan Rivers, but I never speak during, and Howard prefers that, I think, because Howard has to do a great interview. I'm just upset that I snored a little bit. You couldn't hear me snoring that much, could you? Okay, good. That's all right. That's all right.
Well, what was funny was Howard mentioned that you were sleeping. You didn't even flinch.
Right.
Usually, like if you'll hear it and you'll jump up.
I was. This is why it wasn't a heroin nod off. I was asleep. I was dreaming. It was like I was home. And I mean, look, I got to get off this book tour, but everything's fine. Honestly, I'm fine. But because I remember Greg Gass fell asleep on the show once. Do you remember that? Before I was full.
Yeah, and he was a guest.
And I said to myself, that's got to be the worst feeling ever. Like, how embarrassing. Greg Gass fell asleep on the air, and Howard made fun of it. Howard got mad at it, actually.
I was thinking about waking you up right now.
No, but I'm up now.
No. I mean,
and I said, how embarrassing. And I've done it 80 times. But I'm okay. It was funny, I think. Nothing's funnier than that pink thing in her hair. I mean, that is just. I mean, what is she trying to pick up? Dennis? Trying to pick up Dennis Rodman? Yes.